Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. This is episode 14 of Shadowrun 14. Good, that was what I thought it was. And then at the last microsecond went, I don't know. I wrote it on all of my calendar updates. This is 14. Next week says, or in 2 weeks says 15. Hi, I'm Jason. This is Happy Jacks. We're playing Shadowrun. It's 5th edition, sorta.
Jason edition.
It's 5th edition as much as I feel like playing it.
Yeah.
And that's it. I will, during your intros, I'm going to go double check how many retweets we've gotten for the Edge poll.
That's right.
Yes. We are doing a thing now, listener, where if you're listening live, feel free to go do it. I'll add it up for the next few minutes, too. The number of retweets our announcement tweet gets, my announcement tweet, that is, every 2 retweets will get an edge for our shared edge pool. And that's very helpful to our players, mainly because they roll like hot garbage, and they need some help. And
Consistent hot garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe I've seen at least one of you roll 11 or 12 dice, get 1 success, pay edge to re-roll, and just have 1 success.
Hi, that was me.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
at this.
That is right up there with the record of 14 dice on a hard glitch. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 7 ones, no successes.
Oh.
Big yike.
To his credit, I think I talked about this last week. That guy said, "I'm not spending edge on this. Like I
Let's see what
clearly,
happens."
I deserve what's coming to me. I don't know what I did,
Yeah, at a certain point.
but
Whatever it is.
I will appease the gods and accept my fate."
Oh my.
So anyway, we're playing Shadowrun. We have some players.
Hello.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Player. What? No. Hi, everyone. I'm Jay. It's. I've been out for a bit, and it's good to be back and Shadowrunning. And I think I'm coming into this with 9 fingers.
Are you missing a finger?
I think I'm missing. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right.
Micro Whip took a finger. So
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a
I'm
long time ago.
coming in as a 9-fingered elf.
Air quotes around elf.
Where-
It was not me, it was the 9-fingered
No,
elf.
exactly. 9-fingered elf named Ashen, who is a physical adept, and as I was reminded, real talky. Talky and then punchy.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, good call. Hi, I'm Joey. I am playing Quixote, the Elven Street Samurai who's an actual elf. Although, more machine now than elf.
I love it.
Yeah, twisted and shady. And, yeah, he's real excited about maybe eventually becoming a real boy again if he can make enough new yen. So,
We'll see.
that's fun. Someone else talk.
Hi, Joe. I'm Adam, and I'm playing Queen, also known as Quinn Holiday. He's the medic of the bunch, and is like the only person who's still the
You're
same
Doc
species
Holliday?
he started out.
No, Doc Halliday.
I was a long time coming around to that, and I just got it
wow.
this many minutes old.
That was intentional.
Kudos to you for not hammering on that.
Long con. I dig it.
Yeah. It's been, 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm the same age you are, so today years old. So
Yeah.
that's,
I knew the whole time. Am I blinking a lot? I can't tell.
Your eyes are very loud.
Oh,
But real quick, would anyone in this room accuse Mac of lying? Because I would not.
I
No.
would not know. No.
I value my jugular right where it is.
I would accuse her, but then I'd run really far.
You
You're not that
not
fast.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, it's not that I'm too fast for her. It's that why would she bother with me?
Oh, maybe.
I would not actually be worth the effort
Oh.
of the chase.
don't worry. You're totally worth the effort.
That's what.
Spite is a huge motivator.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
what the hounds are for.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but that's me.
Okay.
Hey guys, I am Mac. That's all I really want to tell you. No. Apparently I'm terrifying in game and out of game. I am playing Gremlin, who is an elf? Not really anymore.
Yeah, actually, we've got a lot of that going around.
A lot of things have changed.
Yeah, she might maybe like nom on people now for reasons that involve not dying.
Yeah, true.
Maybe?
And for those, maybe you're relatively new to our storyline, Ashen is a human who took the, what's it called? Elf poser trait.
That's right.
And
so, all the appropriate modifications.
yeah.
But also, sadly, soft, squishy human.
Yeah, has actually undergone cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, that's right.
To have pointy ears and what do you like, silver eyes?
Silver eyes,
and,
tall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The hair is all me.
Yeah.
All
Super
natural.
soft elf.
Yeah,
Super
super soft elf. And Mac's character started out as an actual elf. Samantha's character's twin sister. But her elf caught the HMHVV and is slowly, well, not slowly, is turning into a banshee.
Yeah.
And if you're someone super into Shadowrun lore, I am loosely using the Banshee rules, as I am with pretty much any rules in any game system that I'm involved with. Sorry about it. But I've always liked the idea that, particularly the magic-y stuff in any system, should be loosey-goosey, and it doesn't work exactly the same for every person. So there you go. That's what we've got so far. Last time, 2 weeks ago, does anyone have a very clear memory of what happened? Aside from when I did a recap and stomped all over Sam's lovely note-taking.
I was just hoping you would do that again.
Yeah, well, Sam's not here to read the notes, so does anyone want to do a recap? Or I'll just stomp around, and you can
Why don't you stomp around?
correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm busy running the chat, and it's not because that I have forgotten almost everything that has happened
Yes,
in this
have
fight.
some.
I'm familiar with the broad strokes.
Yeah,
Very broad.
yeah.
I do not appreciate when you call me that.
Right.
Just kidding. Please call me a broad.
We do things?
We do things.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Successfully.
last
often is
time
how I remember it.
we were cleaning up the mess of Ashen getting clotheslined off of his motorcycle.
Right. That was a good time.
We fought the nerd gang.
Yeah.
Cleaned up a bunch of gear.
Yeah.
At the same time, Coyote showed up.
Hey.
Went back to the collective. Coyote got his official talking to from Jane. And there was some stuff ensuing there. And then Sam's character, Echo, broke magic. And
Made a spider person.
yeah,
Oh,
had
God.
a massive... Well, first she had a conversation with Spider herself, who we decided was played by Grace Jones.
Yes.
And then Sam was trying to do something and realized, like, oh, an extra spirit would be useful for this. Steve, the cluster of spiders, is already a free spirit. I'm going to see if I can recruit Steve's help. And accidentally got, like, 10 successes. And so we manifested Steve into the son of Grace Jones.
Oh, my.
Who is not worried about shirts in the least.
You should not be.
And just wears silk trousers.
Ooh, very comfy.
Yeah. So there's been some interaction with that. Then we found out that Rooster was missing.
Oh, no.
And we went out to find him, which coincides with 2 episodes ago when we had a sort of not alternate universe, but we came in and played the Crash Cart Employees Emergency Response Team because half the cast were gone and we didn't want to just, go quiet that day. We're not quiet.
No.
So we now found out as these characters that Rooster went missing, even though we had already seen what happened to Rooster. We went out through the tunnels to find the spot where Rooster had held off an army of ghouls and devil rats and whatnot, and lost his leg in the process. I mean,
His leg bones.
he didn't lose it. We know where it went.
Yes.
There it is.
We have it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And in the course of that discovery, found that the background count of this sort of collapsed in, burned out building, not burned out, but it's mostly like a collapsed in the sort of downstairs part of this old apartment building. You're able to drive a truck into, but you can't drive out of because it wasn't actually an underground parking garage. It was like storage.
Yeah.
the room has his big SUV in it, right? Rooster's SUV, which is sized for a troll. Spent bullet casings all over the place. He had, kind of set himself up to shoot into the hole. So this building has a big hole in it that goes into the underground tunnels. Pools of blood everywhere. And then Echo discovered this almost tear in astral space where something so horrible, this psychic scream, had happened that left a problem in the downstairs area. I got a problem in your downstairs. And then that led us to go explore the upstairs. And as soon as you come up the steps from the basement, you're not in the building anymore because the top part of the building has just collapsed in on itself.
Right.
You come up and you have like low walls, and it's sort of like Fallout, the video game setting. So you've got broken, burnt out walls and that sort of thing. You came up to find a bunch of blown up motorcycles and clown bodies.
Yes.
Have to be clowns.
Did we call them the Clown Jewels?
Yes.
Yeah, the Clown Jewels gang,
Yeah.
motorcycle gang, had turned up here and also got mowed down from somebody inside this building and mowed them all down out there with heavy caliber fire. It was probably the Rooster.
No.
Yeah.
Somebody discovered that a VTOL vehicle had touched down and is probably the Rooster's high threat response team. So that means he has a lot of disposable income.
Yeah.
That's a very expensive contract to have.
Yeah.
And the vehicle often used for that is the GMC Banshee. So that is the most common flying combat ambulance. So, just kind of a little fun tidbit there.
I feel better knowing that.
And our actual friend had heard, I think, had heard, Gremlin, that somebody was across the way. You went to investigate because you were the first one upstairs by yourself. And behind a low broken wall across the street from the collapsed apartment building you all were under, across the street from there, low broken wall, go around, and there is a clown who's back there whose legs clearly had encountered high caliber, like 50 caliber machine gun fire. And they're sort of attached, but he dragged himself behind this and is trying to use a trauma patch, and he just doesn't have enough trauma. It's over, right? It's over. He just doesn't know it's over.
Yeah.
He's also probably on a lot of drugs, which make it not quite over yet, but it's going to be over. He's bled out almost. And I believe you helped yourself to some takeaway.
Oh yeah. She
Did
was.
it taste funny?
Yeah, it was weird. There was more blood inside than it seemed like there should have been.
Ooh.
It just kept coming out. Nice. It's all scarves. Their actual blood is scarves?
That's their intestine is scarves.
Oh, right.
Look what I can do.
So, we also know that Quixote had taken to the shadows to keep an eye on Gremlin, and that you hadn't shied away from watching her work.
No.
Okay.
Work.
Jay, we're going to get to Ashen in a second. Ashen's not in this scene yet. And what is Doc Halliday up to?
My name has never been Doc. Thank you very much. Quinn is he was downstairs, I thought, with Echo.
Yeah, I think you were still downstairs.
Yeah, because she was looking into the astral plane. And I believe I was downstairs, scanning that area with the blood and analyzing the blood that we found.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We found out. Didn't we find out it had some sort of like connection to
HMHVV,
HMHVV?
human metahuman vampiric virus. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Why is that difficult?
Call yourself a doctor.
Yeah. So.
He just wants to be your Huckleberry.
Okay.
What you recognize as ghoul blood, because that's what you personally have had contact with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
But it was very different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It was like kind of a messed up version of that. Oh.
Yeah.
We need a final count.
Oh, yeah.
On
Oh, yeah?
the Twitters.
How
Yeah.
many retweets?
Okay. So.
Nope.
Exactly 5. You don't get all of them.
Yes, I do. You handed them to me.
Sorry. That's.
You handed them to me, and I have claws.
Yep. I'm not going to take them back.
I'm not gonna fight her for him.
Right? So we all see that there are exactly 5.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
5.
Looks like 5 to me.
Yep. Oh, Adam, is there a problem? Did I miscount? You made a face.
Yeah, I just burped a little.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. There aren't like accidentally 6 or something.
No.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
would there be 6?
Yeah.
It's not like you,
Unless
you know,
you're like-
can't count or something.
Yeah. I
Bad
can.
at math.
I can count to 5.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yep. Oh, I'm so excited for that to come back.
Let's roll.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
People are excited about that still.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh, all right. That's fine.
Sorry.
It's for me, the robot boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've done some analysis, and while you're downstairs with Echo, kind of looking around at everything, the young man you saw in Echo and Gremlin's apartment earlier
Yes.
manifests out of nowhere, just like sort of steps out of nothingness.
This hot spider boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still no shirt, just black silk pants, no shoes, and
Really distracting.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he puts a hand on Echo's shoulder, but is talking to you. He says, "If you'll excuse us, please. We need to secure her body in the truck so that she can come with me."
Okay.
And Sam, I'm just going to assume this is okay.
You're gonna go.
Actually, he says vehicle.
Yeah.
Secure her body in the vehicle. So he wants you to lock Echo in Rooster's truck.
And you're gonna take her into the astral plane.
Yes, we have things to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll walk with them back to the truck and then just like punch in my put in my fingerprint. And
Okay.
Lock
Yep.
it down. So yeah.
Yeah. You get her in there. You also see her kind of like slump down as she
Yeah.
exits into astral space. But when you turn around from locking that up, you see this guy is still manifested
Oh, you're still here.
and kind of grabs the front of your shirt, if that's all right,
Yeah.
to kiss you on the cheek and whisper,
Okay.
"Thank you. I owe you a favor." And then kind of, he doesn't shove you against the truck, but kind of just like, thunk, and then vanishes. Turns around, walks away into nothing.
That is simultaneously the hottest and most disturbing thing I've ever experienced. Hey, Gremlin, Coyote, come in.
Which one of you is going to speak first?
Well, I'm not responding.
You're otherwise engaged.
Yes.
So I think I will Batman from the shadows. Feeling better?
Now, Gremlin, you're actively feeding on this person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going to need to make a dice roll
Yeah.
before you answer that question. Please roll your charisma plus magic.
This is a different sheet, so it's more
Oh, yeah,
confusing.
you got the updated sheet.
It's up top.
Yeah, I don't like it. But somebody made me fill out the sheet.
It actually makes more sense. When you get used to it, it's like much more logically laid out.
Well, I was used to the other one.
Jay still has the old one.
A little busy right now.
So it is going to take a full minute for what's happening, and I think, Coyote, that's a long time to be standing there. If you think about 60 seconds rolling by of...
and I think probably, like, her back
we don't
is
need that
turned.
Foley work.
Yeah, also there's more crunching noises.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're going to do it,
Bones,
like,
sinew.
you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, I want, like...
Please stop. I have to listen to this later, and that really bothers me. Please stop. For real. Thank you.
Goodness gracious. Anyway, she, I think, has her back completely turned to Coyote and is just, I would say blissfully unaware, but I don't know if bliss is the right word for it, of your presence there. But then, like, after the minute stops, I think you see kind of this weird slumping posture as she kind of, like, is cognizant of what she's doing and, like, turns and looks at you and, like, I mean, there's just blood seared
And
everywhere.
when you let go of the body, it just, like, slowly tips over to the side, you know, because he was sitting with his legs out and his back against the wall, and he just, like, slides down the side of the wall. Definitely an ex-person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, I'm great. I look great, don't I? Everything looks great. This is great. Fuck.
Change your essence to 5.
Okay.
It was 4 before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So is this what you're afraid of? Is this what you've been preventing yourself from doing? Is this why you've looked like shit the last couple days?
And also, you should balance the, like, I totally understand where Gremlin's coming from right now, but there's also this, like, euphoric physical sensation
Okay.
that comes with what just happened. So, you can roleplay that however you want, but physically, it's,
Oh, I'm sure she
Yeah.
looks a lot better.
yeah.
She probably looks completely healthy at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you really just approach somebody about and go, hey, by the way, I feel like I need to consume human flesh today.
I can understand that it's not something you want to talk about, but you need to do it. If that's what's going to make you better or make you functional, you need to do it. There's someone
Are there
in
are there not fucking limits on that though?
There is someone in there who's relying on you. She needs you. And coming from one older sibling to another, that takes precedent.
Part of the reason that I've been trying to tamp it down is because of her. I don't know if you realize that or not, because I'm worried I'm going to fucking hurt her. Or you, or Queen, or any of them. Ashen, your sister.
Then don't let yourself get this hungry.
Well, I'll try and make sure I've got a real good supply rolling in.
If you need help, I'll help you. It's important that you are in tip-top shape. For all of us, for yourself, for the collective, but specifically for her.
Real quick, does anyone object to the channel having been open for Doc Halliday to hear all this? Nope?
No.
Okay, so that channel is left open.
I'll help you with anything you need. We all will.
Nobody
But-
should have to.
But we're going to.
So it sounds like you want to roll comfort or support.
Yeah, totally. As a mostly machine man, I believe I have a -4 to that.
Actually, what I do want you to roll, do you have the leadership skill?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to have you just roll your charisma
Oh, Lord.
without all the minuses that you would normally get.
Bless you. That's a glitch.
And a success,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
No, that's a 4. Oh, that's a 5. Yeah, with
Yeah,
success. Okay, good.
Success with glitch, not hard glitch.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want to accept this support and sort of, grudgingly acknowledge it, you don't have to roll anything. If you want to reject it, you need to roll your willpower. But it's up to you. That's your choice. Yeah, I mean, if you choose to reject it, you'll reject it no matter what. That's a role-playing choice, but
Sure.
the willpower roll has an effect as well.
That is difficult. Trying to think. I think you see something on Gremlin's face you've never seen before. And she just... Fine. Okay. Whatever. It just fucking sucks, okay?
I know. Me, at least, I chose this. You didn't choose this.
No.
But we're going to see through it. We're going to get you good.
Then I want you to make the same promise I made my sister make.
What's that?
If it gets to a point where I can't control it, and I'm going to hurt somebody,
Without hesitation.
that's all I ask.
You have my word.
Okay. Let's fucking find Rooster and get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
All right. And for the glitch, I've made a move behind the scenes that I'm not going to reveal yet, but something has happened. So.
So I think, knowing that they're talking, even though I can't really figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I've been making my way up the stairs, because obviously they're alive, but not feeling like answering me. So yeah. So I think I'm just kind of waiting nearby, near the top of the stairs to the building.
Sure.
So waiting for you guys to come up.
I mean, I don't know if the rules work this way, but I like the idea that she's on such a high that everything is on, really high alert.
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually hears
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
him coming up the stairs.
Totally. Yeah, I think you would anyway. Just your heightened senses.
You might as well come all the way up here.
Is everything okay?
And she turns around and looks at where you're at, and she's covered in fucking blood.
Holy shit! Not Fluffy. Not Fluffy. Come here. Are you okay? Where's the blood coming
It's coming from the clown.
from? The oh.
Or was a clown.
Was a clown.
Not a clown.
Former clown.
Ex-clown.
There we go.
But not from you. You all right?
All
not-
right is relative.
Fluffy. I think we're fluffy.
Not injured.
Not
That's-
injured.
Okay. Then I'm going to leave that alone. Steve has put Echo in the truck, and I locked it down. So they have to look for some things in astral space. So she's safe, or as safe as she can be in there. We still don't know where Rooster is, but that looks like VTOL takeoff scorch marks over there.
Well, where do we go from here?
I Oh, also last time you had determined the closest crash cart thing is across Lake Washington. If it was by air,
Right.
and if they had driven, it's a little bit further away.
That's right, yeah.
Would be the next most convenient thing.
We did determine that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll mention that. Like they're almost certainly across the lake. So that would be where they would take him.
Should we, at this point, contact Greenwood? Maybe they have something they can send to confirm that he's there and okay? I would say we go ourselves, but we also have to worry about Ashen and Bones.
Yeah. Let's call Jade and see what she wants us to do. Because if Rooster's okay, then we should keep going and get to Rise Corp.
Yeah.
I don't have enough paper towels to.
Yeah.
It's all right. You should get the clown squirting flour.
Let's also get that right out.
Yeah.
How long was the drive over here from Greenwood? Wasn't that long?
We went through
like-
the tunnels.
Yeah, it was a little fiddly going through the tunnels. It took about half an hour
Yeah.
to get here.
And this, I don't remember if this was the same direction as Rise Corp or if it's
No, this was north, and Rise Corp is to the west.
Okay.
It's right on the edge of Lake Washington. In fact, they
Yeah.
have lakefront view.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and-
why don't we head back to Greenwood and get you cleaned up, and then we'll continue on to Rise Corp while Grandma looks into seeing if they took Rooster.
Okay.
Plan?
Good plan.
We can't really do anything else about the dead clowns or the dead monsters in the basement. But Echo's got to finish her thing that she's got to do. Can she move? If she's doing a thing astrally here, can her body go somewhere else and she'll be able to find her way back?
I think so.
ooh,
Oh.
that's not something you guys would know.
Does anybody see a spider? Steve? Steve?
Can you say Steve went with her?
Does
Well,
anybody?
Steve's kind of everywhere, I think.
Did anyone take any kind of like magic background?
I have magical theory.
Okay, so let's roll that plus logic.
How about fashion? I have fashion.
Yep,
That helps.
right
Maybe
on.
Sam's character.
That's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh, also remember, if you use the black and white dice and you have open personal edge, you can replenish your personal edge for rolling that. That's a great roll. 3 successes. You know that, yes, if you move a mage's body while they're astrally projecting, they will probably come back to where they left their body, but then can do a pretty easy sense check. And also, she's in the company of a 4/6, a very... Well, you wouldn't think of it that way, but she's in the company of an extremely powerful free spirit who probably doesn't want to eat her soul or would have done it already.
Steve knows where we live.
Exactly. And so if you move her body back to the collective, she'll almost certainly find her way home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll take her with us. We'll load her up in the truck.
She's probably safer there than in the back of this truck anyway.
Probably.
I don't know. It's Rooster's truck.
Oh, I'm an idiot. You're dual natured.
Yes.
You exist in both at the same time. And when you start talking about this, her, the top half of her comes up through the street, so we don't see her horrible spider body. So she just looks like a ghost lady coming up out of the street like, what are you talking about?
Taking you back to the collective with us, or your body at least?
Oh, that's fine. I'm not ready to leave yet.
I kind of thought not, but I'm just... Rather than leaving you here.
All right. Are you okay?
I'm swell.
You look better.
Except for the exceptional amounts of blood.
Is there? And in astral space, it would be hard to tell that there's physically blood all over your face. She only sees your aura,
Yeah.
and it's brighter than it was before.
Yeah, no, there's There's a lot.
Okay. Well, I'll look for you back at the collective.
See you there.
All right, and she disappears back down through the street. Sorry, Sam, that you weren't here to ghost girl it up.
And it's not nearly as creepy.
Yeah, I know. I try.
Sorry.
All right.
You're creepy in other ways.
Adam,
Jason.
is there anything in that blue and gray box down there?
Yes, there is.
Could I have what's in there, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
I'll take one.
They're all monsters.
Nope.
No, not at all. Actually, not the opposite, but
Hilarious.
So gross.
Okay, so the three of you are going to go back down and drive home through the tunnels. Excellent. The viewer, not the three of you, sees the twin glint of lenses just a little ways in the distance as the three of you file back downstairs, still talking about whatever, and just a little, like a couple blocks down, there's clearly some sort of like binocular scope type thing looking over a low wall watching you as you go.
it's probably fine.
Yep.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about it because you don't know.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Hooray, blissful ignorance.
What you don't know can never hurt you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just science.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Ashen.
Hello.
What do you know?
I'm hearing this too.
So, your body got a little bit crushed.
That's right. Clotheslined in the chest.
Yes. And then, Echo tried to put you back together.
Oh.
And it mostly worked.
Hey.
She did an
mostly.
incredibly successful healing roll.
Okay, good.
But I need to follow up with you on some things because you were a little bit unconscious.
Oh, good.
Her healing roll involved a small ritual where she basically drew a because there was this like black line across your chest of
Yeah.
like internal bruising and broken ribs
Yeah.
and all of that. Just like dead skin black,
Oh,
right?
yeah, no,
like
not
bleh. And they were noting how you were like your chest was like a little wiggly.
It's not supposed to be wiggly.
That's not how that goes. No.
Nope.
So her spell involved her drawing a spider web on your chest.
Oh, good.
Over most of your chest.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
And
Spiders.
yeah, so but not as like cool as the Spider-Man logo.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more like creepy Halloween.
Yeah. Yep.
you know?
Yep, I got the vibe.
And in that moment, the Grace Jones character we talked about earlier appears to you in a vision.
Oh.
And you know what's happening. You're sort of like having an out-of-body experience
Yeah.
of like, I'm like mostly dead right
Yeah.
now. If she wasn't doing that, I would be on my way
Yep.
to shuffle off this mortal coil.
That's right.
And I think Ashen
my
is
reward.
You should consider yourself very aware of
Yes.
your near-death experience. Like you almost died.
All right.
Didn't have to spend karma this time.
Oh, good.
But this is your second major brush with death.
Yeah.
Okay. And so Grace Jones plays the character Spider.
Got it.
And guardian spirits are not, when they embody an animal like this, they're not a spider or the spider, they're just Spider.
Got
Right?
it.
And she kind of walks up out of nowhere, standing next to you, looking at your body,
Yeah.
watching Echo work.
Yeah.
She's good at that, don't you think?
Very, very good. Thankfully.
Yeah. You, I think, work with somebody, a colleague of mine.
Seducer. Yes.
Is that what you call them?
That's how I know them.
I'm willing to offer both of you a deal. My deal with, and she says something that you know your brain translated to seducer, but isn't what she actually said.
Okay.
But your brain was like, nope,
Nope.
no, I don't want to hear that word. I don't know what it was, but I'm
Don't
not
know what
going to
that
hear
word
it.
is. Nope.
Sanity checks today.
Yeah. I've prearranged something with them. If you would also like to agree, I I would like to invite you to work with me instead, to switch teams, as they say.
Ah.
And there will be no repercussions from seducer, not the right word.
Not the right word.
And I will not be offended if you choose to stay with them. The choice is entirely yours. It wouldn't work if I used leverage.
I understand.
She also, I mean, you know, Grace Jones, like she's like dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like,
but why do you want me?
You work well with her, and I like her.
Oh.
I like what I've seen you do.
Okay.
You're good at finding out things you're not supposed to.
True.
And I'm fond of that as a habit. And you're going somewhere that I'm interested in and haven't been able to get to yet.
Well,
And if you would like to go along with me, I'm prepared to offer you a boon.
oh.
Here and now only. If you choose to join up, I will make this drawing permanent, and you will immediately increase in power. I can only give you a little bit, or it would destroy your physical form.
Oh.
But I can offer you something if you accept my mark.
That is very kind.
And so, out of game, what she's offering is initiation, which would raise your magic rating by 1, put you at 7 magic, and you would immediately get a point to spend on physical adept abilities.
Oh.
Normally, that process takes like 30 karma and like weeks of, meditation and study.
Oh, boy.
And she is offering you the fast track.
That is very nice. I do like that. But I do like Seducer.
Yeah, they've been good to you.
I like what Seducer has done for me. This is very kind and very generous. And I appreciate that. And I also appreciate your longer goals. Is there a middle ground?
No. I'm not good at sharing.
Okay. Well, it's not so much asking you to share. Because I think I'd like to stay with Seducer, but I would also like, for the possibility of a boon down the road, to say, come with me to where I'm going.
No, I'm not interested in half measures. And I appreciate where you're coming from. But I will leave you to your recovery.
Thank you.
And she fades away.
Too bad.
However, the...
Talkie. I like talkie.
Yeah. So, Echo's successes essentially wipe out all your wounds.
Oh, cool.
You're still hurting,
Yeah.
right? And the thing we had said at that time was like, you were already on your way to Rise Corp. They're going to drop you off nearby so you can get in and probably maybe get checked out. I don't know. It's up to you. But there's still a line of bruising.
Yeah.
You don't have wounds on your character sheet.
Yes, I got it.
But you're sore and,
I would like to get checked out.
So, let's pick up with you going into Rise Corp.
Yeah.
When you get close, you're able to contact Chief of Security Lee.
That's right.
The orc
Yep.
who has...
special orc friend.
Right. You have developed a special relationship with her. For those tuning in, she has, what was it, like shoulder length, straight black hair.
Yeah.
Is Asian.
Yep.
And sort of light-skinned orc. Moderate to small tusks.
Yeah.
And is also very good at her job. She's the security chief of a brand new, almost AAA corporation.
Yeah. That's striking.
But she's very fond of you and sensitive to the fact that, like, you live here in the Barrens and you probably want to come and go, even though
That's right.
Rise has said, no,
I
we
live
want
here.
Right.
Yes.
But she's convinced that you're loyal.
Yep.
And that so she's willing to like make accommodation for you to break the rules.
Yep. She's facilitated a back door.
Yes.
And I am making use of it and slipping in.
Yes. So she meets you at the door.
Hey.
What?
It's a
I don't get it.
door
Hey now,
in the back of the building.
you're an all-star.
Yeah.
Get your game on.
Okay, now who's the real villain?
Oops.
Okay. So yes, I meet her at the back door.
Right. So she has you get in, closes the door, and you can hear some things kind of go back online that she had shut down,
Cool.
meeting you here. And, you know, you have a warm embrace, and she's
Yes.
like, oh, I'm glad you made it back. Wait, are you okay? And she's like...
So yeah, I should probably get it. Things took some turns out there. You know the Barrens.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous place.
Okay. So we should get you to medical. Let's go up to the sparring gym. And then I can say I hurt you, which everyone will believe.
Yeah,
And then we'll take you down to medical.
that works for me.
Okay.
That's a good cover.
While we go, and so you're sort of going up the stairwell, you know, like.
Yep, up the back stairwell.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
And while you're still in the stairs, she says, "Okay, so since we're going to medical anyway, I had a conversation. I had my regular checkup.
Oh, good.
And there is something I should tell you about."
Okay.
And she like texts you an image of like a preliminary ultrasound,
Oh boy.
and she says, "So this isn't something we've talked about."
No.
And I wasn't sure what to say.
Neither am I. So, okay. That. But I think that is a picture of.
Oh, I'm pregnant.
Okay, yep, just said the words. You just said them out
Yeah,
loud
it's
like that.
echoing in the
Yep.
stairs, like whoa, whoa.
Yep, just said it like that. Okay. And what is your preference?
Well, I've wanted a family.
Okay.
I don't know that I want it here.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Rise has been good to me, but
no.
I didn't picture being chief of security while pregnant.
Yeah, and I don't. Same. I mean.
We haven't really, do you have family outside of here? Is there anything I should know?
No, not really. No, not like that.
It's gonna
No.
be weird having a half orc, half elf.
Oh, that's not how it works in Shadowrun.
It could be anything.
No, the parents. There's no half metahuman.
Oh, okay.
If your parents are, let's say, orc and human, the child is either human or orc,
Ah, okay.
and that's it. And they share their like genetics, like heritage and racial similarities and all that. But metahuman metatype is it's one way or the other, 0 or 1
okay.
All right.
for whatever reason.
That would. Whew, that's an interesting roll of the dice
Right.
on that
Now,
one.
does she know that you're human?
No.
That's
No.
tasty.
That's
Okay.
never come up.
Okay. All right.
No. All right. Well, let's table all this discussion for a less harried moment
Yeah. Okay.
here, Agnes. But this is all. It's a real exciting development.
Okay. Exciting is better than what I thought you were going to say.
Let's just say it's a real exciting development. For now, and then we will discuss it all more in due time.
Yeah. I haven't been this nervous since I went to boot camp.
Yeah, no, nothing to be. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good.
Okay. This is wild. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all go up to the training room,
Yeah.
find a spot where no one's around, and she's like, "Okay, do a flip and say ow," and
Yep.
Okay, so you do that, set up the ruse, and she walks you down to medical.
Medical, cool.
And they are. So there, I don't know if you remember when you guys broke in. There was the lab,
Right.
where there were like blood samples and red stuff samples and all that. That is not medical,
Right, yeah.
Right. That's it's not where they'd
Yeah.
do your physicals and
Yeah.
give you your flu shot. So she takes you to medical, and they're checking you out, and it's good. There's nothing for them to like roll dice about, but yeah, you're getting checked out, and she's kind of like sticking around more than usual to have this conversation. And I think we did establish at one point that your relationship had become officially sanctioned.
I believe that we did.
You had filed the paperwork with HR
Yep.
to be fraternizing.
Fraternizing.
Because
on the company
technically you're
dime.
below her rank.
That's right.
And so
Horrible.
that would be inappropriate
Yeah.
without the paperwork. So,
Yeah. Yeah. But while I'm here, I'm sort of scanning around because I'm still on the hunt to find out what is up with the red stuff.
right.
Why it feels so weird and icky and anti-magic and how it does what it does. So I'm sort of scanning to see if there are any easily nickable samples.
Okay, so in medical, there isn't, because this is totally separate from the actual
Well, yeah, just
lab.
in case, in case it was there for offer.
But let's have you roll perception plus intuition.
Perception. Where's my perception?
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
help
wait,
you.
Your skills
there it
here
is.
somewhere. And I'm going to have you
3.
roll -1 because Agnes is like
Right there.
in your business.
So perception plus intuition. 5 dice coming at you.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
2 successes.
Okay.
No glitches.
So the kind of looking around, and you're like, oh yeah, I can get my own bandage. It's fine. And
Yeah.
they have other shit to do. So
Yeah.
like, if you're walking wounded and can take care of yourself, great. That's
Yeah.
all within company policy. And you don't actually find anything that you would want to take with you, but you hear them having a conversation. Like suddenly there's a frenzy of activity of like, oh, an emergency case is coming in,
Right.
and they're supposed to start prepping a bunch of stuff
Okay.
in the private medical room.
Oh. Okay.
So that means like a high profile, like a VIP
Yeah,
is
yeah.
injured,
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
and
Yike.
they need to clear some space.
Well, I definitely tell Agnes, well, listen, I'm feeling tip-top-ish here.
Okay,
So we
I'm
should.
glad.
We
What
should.
happened? Like, what is that?
It's a long story involving some old friends of mine who were in a jam, and I needed to help them out.
Is that a new tattoo?
It's a long story. Don't worry about it. It's not permanent.
Okay.
It's fine. But we should vamoose.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try the old, once we're like sort of halfway down the hall, crap, I forgot my communicator
Okay.
back there. I've just got to go get that.
Charisma plus con.
Charisma is 4.
Because, like, her, break allowance is probably up anyway.
Yeah.
So, she's got to get back to work.
Ooh.
3 successes.
Yes.
Only 1 failure.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
gotta go.
I was so worried about you. I'm glad you're home.
Yeah, get back.
is
I'm
the
just going
word
to get my
she
thing,
uses.
and then I'm going to go and rest and come see me later.
Okay.
And then
All right.
we'll
Yeah,
talk
I'll see you
about-
after my shift.
Yep.
And, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So I slip back into the med bay,
Uh-huh.
and then definitely I'm trying to slip in, at least to get a peek at what is going on with whatever this VIP is.
Somebody roll 6 dice for bones, please. 8 dice, excuse me. and you hear Bones cuss over your, like, you get a private line.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
2
great.
successes.
And she, like, cuts into your earpiece.
Hey, Bones, what's up?
She's like, oh shit, you're not going to believe this.
What?
And she cuts a little, like, thumbnail into your, like, field of view, and Rooster is being wheeled in on a gurney.
What the fuck?
He looks totally passed out, pale. Like, you wouldn't have even recognized him at a glance, but since you have the, like, following camera to stare at his face, he looks sunken and sallow, and there's lesions on his skin.
What the fuck?
And you can tell where the blankets cover his body, his whole right leg is gone.
Holy shit.
No, I'm sorry. It's not. That's not a thing.
Which part was on a thing?
The leg.
Oh, the leg.
He has, under the blankets are
I
two
can
legs.
see 2 legs under
Yes,
the blanket.
yes.
But he's covered in lesions.
Yes. You can see, like, his, like, upper chest and arms. And
Oh, shit.
there's, like, sores and,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And he looks like all the fat in his body has been drained away.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously open a channel. I'm like, holy shit, Bones. Okay, get me in touch with everyone else.
All right. Well, first she says, like, I'm freaking out. Is he a VIP? Does he work here?
I don't fucking know.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't fucking know, but get me in touch with everyone else first, and let's just make sure that that's Rooster, just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's definitely him.
Let's just.
I
hold
ran
on.
facial recognition twice.
Oh, hold on. Let's just loop in everyone else and try to figure out what's going on.
You can hear her, like, hyperventilating because this is
Bones,
fucking
you
freak
gotta-
out moment.
You have to chill.
I'm not chill.
You have to chill. You must chill. Okay? All right? Let's just get me eyes. Let's get eyes in that room.
Yeah, okay.
That's the first. Let's get eyes in that room and see what they're doing. I'm making my way away from here now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get this image, this footage to Quinn and
Okay.
Echo and Gremlin and Coyote
So-
ASAP.
You get some footage downloaded to your comlink,
Yeah.
which means it's now, like, offline and
Yeah.
you have it. And then you hear her say, oh shit, and it cuts out. And her voice is gone.
Fuck.
The feed is gone.
Fuck.
Audio's gone.
Okay. Well, then I forward that to these guys with a message like, Bones got me this, and then something happened. Shit's gone weird here. This is Rooster. Y'all know anything about this on your end?
Holy shit! Do you guys see this?
No.
And this is that
okay,
night.
so-
You guys are
yeah.
on your way back through the tunnels, right? And I think there was actually probably a delay while you
Yeah.
were sending that because you were
Yeah.
underground.
Yeah, for sure.
And so as you come back up past the gang called the Kings, right? Come back up on the streets and you're making your way to the collective. You get his, like, delayed message that's coming in.
Okay, so not across the lake. Sorry, that's a player yawn, not a character.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Quinn's so bored with this.
Whatever.
So he's not across the lake. That's Rise Corp. Why would they take him to Rise Corp?
I don't know, but
Is he in danger there? I mean,
Well, I mean, it looks like he's nearly dead, from what I can tell. I mean, in my expert medical opinion, it looks like he's been put through a blender.
Let's have you roll medicine plus logic.
Ew. I would do that.
Because there are some symptoms I could name for you.
Okay. And do I get to add my med kit? Or,
No.
plus
This is pure
2
knowledge.
to dice to any logic test
Yes.
involving evidence analysis. And, yeah, so, okay.
Yeah, you have a lot of video evidence to look at.
That is only 2 successes on 10 dice.
So
It's
2 successes
dice.
is going to be a limited information. If you want to spend an edge,
Yeah,
Spend an edge from
I
the
do.
pool.
the rest of the information is at 3. You only need 1 more success.
Yeah, but
So-
I want like a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
That's much
There we
better.
go.
Oh, okay.
we're
So that's a critical success.
6
Um,
successes.
so you Oh yeah, and you're not even driving, so you can just
Yeah.
focus all of your attention on this video footage, and you like pull it apart into like some of its 3D components, so you can look around and see like what is going on with his face.
Hold on, vampire porn pop up. Hold on. Go away. Okay.
So many ads. So Rooster looks like somebody who has been malnourished for a month.
Ooh.
Right? Like, was barely surviving on, dirty water and bugs.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
And we just saw him like a day ago.
yeah,
right?
like this morning.
This morning. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and he looks like he has been malnourished maybe more than a month.
Yeah.
6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
He's, the sores on his skin, that's all conducive with, malnourishment. His skin is sallow and pale. And yeah, that's what it looks like to you, is like a starving victim.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen anything that could do this in a single day. Like, this has got to be some sort of magic or some brand new virus or something, but
Or they're experimenting on him.
Or they're experimenting on him.
Shit.
But didn't Crash Cart pick him up?
Yeah.
Is Crash Cart experimenting on people now?
I don't know, but Rise Corp
So
might
out of
be.
character, just a background piece that is common knowledge for you all. Crash Cart has the exclusive rights. They've exclusively partnered with Rise Corp to use the red stuff in the field. So they have a business relationship that
Okay.
you know of.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, maybe they did this to him and they're going to give him that red stuff. I don't know. But I mean, hold on a second. He has 2 legs. He's not supposed to have 2 legs. We have one in the back of the
Well, then that can't
truck.
be Rooster.
What the fuck?
That's Rooster. I mean, Bones sent the facial recognition data. It's confirmed. It's Rooster with 2 legs.
yeah, I mean his horns are so distinctive as well.
Yeah. Look at him. You've known him since you were a child. Look at the horns.
How is that possible?
Magic, experimental bullshit.
Okay, well, at least we know
So-
where he is.
Yeah.
Do you think he's... Obviously he's not healthy, but is he safe?
I don't think any of us are safe.
Especially not where Rise Corp is.
Alright, so what do we do? Do we even stop at Greenwood, drop Echo off, and do we
All right.
rally the troops?
So we're gonna have to cut back to that in a second.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Don't forget it. Ashen, what are you doing?
So I go back to my room. I try to clip the image from. I try to clip an image, sort of leave as much of sort of Bones' stuff out of it as possible, even though I also keep trying to connect to Bones, and send it to Agnes and say, hey, when I was leaving, I saw this guy going in as some sort of VIP. Fuck it. The lie works best when it's close to the truth. He's someone that I knew once a long time ago, but I didn't know he had any connection to Rise. Do you know what he's doing here?
Okay, I'm going to have you do Con plus Charisma -2 because you're kind of doing this remotely. It's not face-to-face. But I think you get a +2 for this kind of lie, right?
Yeah.
From Seducer, so -2 +2. It's
So, Con plus Charisma.
Con plus Charisma, yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
3 successes, no glitch.
Yeah. Okay, so, she gets back and like, gets on voice chat with you and says, oh, I'm so sorry about your friend. He, I don't know all the details, but I'm supposed to get down there with security. So, I mean, I can tell you what I see. I just know they told us to report, so.
Okay. All right, yeah, just keep me posted.
Yeah.
And then once I'm sort of like in the privacy of my room, is there some not good with computers stupid computer machines. I can't talk them into things. Because I'm trying to sort of like backtrace to Bones and try to figure out what happened to Bones.
So when you get to your room, this is a deep cut. I don't know if you remember all the way back to the first time we fought the Nerd Gang.
Yeah.
And that smart frame AI attached to Bones' hardware.
Oh, yeah.
That thing, which looks like, I think we said it was a kind of anthropomorphic, like, spider. Wasn't it? Yeah, so that's appropriate.
Yeah, that's the theme.
That thing appears on your, like, personal computer monitor. Because you don't do VR stuff.
No.
Right?
It looks like you're doing some hacking. Can I help?
Yeah, sort of. But it's like waiting for you to show up when you get back to your room.
Yeah.
And it says, Bones needs help. You have to come quick.
Okay, where? Show me where.
And you see it, like, it jumps off of the screen and shows up on your comlink.
Cool.
And says, all right, this way.
All right.
And, yeah.
I go.
Okay. So it's able to put, you have, like, heads-up contacts or something, right? Or do you wear glasses?
I think I've got the glasses.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it's putting a little like green line on the floor of where you're supposed to go. And you realize the green line is putting you right past security, and you see Lee come out with like 6 more security troops. They come out and turn down the hall away from where you are going.
Great.
But the green line is going right back into the security center.
Okay.
And you're about to cross into there's like a no-go zone that it's not painted or marked or anything, but your comlink is saying like, hey, careful, you're almost too close to this.
All right. I still go.
Okay. So let's roll 6 dice for your little buddy.
6 dice.
Okay.
2 successes.
So the smart frame says, okay, I can suppress this for a minute. I have this. I don't know how long, but I've got it.
All right.
Get her out.
Yeah, well, that's the goal.
She's my friend. I've never had a friend before. It's like freaking out.
I'm getting her out.
Yeah. Okay. So your comlink doesn't set off any alarms as you pass into this space, and when you walk into security, that means the person at the desk there is like, hello? Like, they're not suspicious of you, because if you weren't supposed to be here, then an alarm would go off.
Right, exactly.
Right? So you've crossed that first thing.
Right.
But you don't actually have credentials to be here.
Yeah.
So what do you do? And so you walk in, it's a front room with like a little desk to your right, and somebody who's at that desk, and they're sort of like jacked into a terminal there. There's a wire from the desk to the back of their head, but they're also sort of like their eyes flutter and they look up at you in real space. And then there's a hallway down from there with, it looks like sort of no-tell motel doors, right? That are closer together than they should be, so they're probably cells.
I say Lee wants to speak with her.
Who?
There's someone back here. Lee told me to come and get her. She needs her for something.
Okay. So she's supposed to go to interrogation?
Yeah. Lee said she needed to be taken out of here right now.
Okay.
And she was real serious about that.
So con plus charisma, and you get your +2 now because you're in person.
+2.
All right.
Or at least 2 successes.
No, that's pretty good. But I am going to roll my willpower. I've only got 3 dice. None.
Hey.
Not a glitch, but no successes.
Hey.
So this guy behind the desk has starts moving his hands just in open air, right? He can obviously see an interface that is virtual, and the door number 3 unlocks, swings open a little bit. What are you gonna do?
And I go down and I look, and it's Bones.
Yeah, Bones is in there like wide-eyed, like already backed away from the door, and then sees you like.
I say, "You,
what the fuck?
You, come with me now."
Okay, so Bones is having a genuine moment of like she doesn't know if you're flipped.
Yep.
And I want to know how you're handling that.
I'm not giving her nothing. Just like, now, just grab her
Okay.
and just strong arm her out.
Okay. So, yeah, she's not a wuss, but she's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And you can tell she's really afraid.
I know.
So
Now's not the time for me to make it better.
she just starts cussing under her breath like, I can't believe you would turn on, like, that's fucking low, man.
Push her right against the wall and say, shut up. Now. And just strong arm her out.
Okay. That's a pretty good show for everyone else and her, unfortunately.
Yep. Just strong arm out past the no-go.
Yep. As you go by, he's like, "Oh, here," and he holds up. They look like soda pop rings.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they're plastic zip tie, but they're not zip, right? They're
I grab them. I'm like, thanks.
yeah.
I just pocket them.
Well, you're supposed to
I'll-
do her up before you go.
I'll take care of it.
Well, I mean, it's
I'll take care of it. Thank you.
okay. So now you're gonna have to intimidate this guy because he's like he has a regulation to uphold.
And which one's intimidation?
If you don't have it there, we can. I
do
don't.
not. I have leadership.
Oh, look, we can use leadership instead. Leadership plus charisma.
Leadership plus charisma.
I'm gonna roll my willpower again.
That would be 4
Oh my!
successes.
Okay, well that's more than me. Yeah.
Woohoo!
The Shadowrun dice are our friends.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right?
You're good dice. Good
Why
dice.
did you say that?
Yeah, they always roll great, and they
Yes.
never roll poorly.
Yes.
That's not true.
So, yeah, this guy sort of capitulates. You're like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
man, sorry. Yep.
Yep.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
One
And
disregard.
take her out into the hallway.
And so out of this room like opens to a corner.
Yeah.
To the right is where you saw the security troop.
Yeah.
Hut down.
We are going to the left.
Okay, so yeah, this kind of straight out of the door
Yep.
is back the way you came.
Exactly. And
Okay.
as soon as we are sort of clear, I surreptitiously flip her my phone so you can see her little spider.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah.
And then I'm also like, spider,
Fuck, man.
find us a way out.
Okay. And yeah, it is currently trying to set up an exit for you.
Yep. Can I tell it? Lee has an exit set up for me. Can you hack it?
Oh, yeah, it can access like the history of your
Yeah.
thing, and let's roll 6 dice. Because you're also aware that the building is on like yellow alert
Yeah.
equivalent. I don't know what we'd call it, but
Mouth.
yeah.
No.
2 successes, no glitch.
We're gonna need one more success.
I'm burning that.
Okay.
I gotta get Bones out of here.
Because this is like dealing with the yellow alert is a big problem.
No!
Hey, there's more edge.
I'm not burning more edge.
Why?
I mean, you're supposed to only be able to spend it once per go, but
Yeah.
like you could also spend your personal edge.
I'll spend how much personal edge? I mean, I've got 2 edge points.
Yep.
I'll burn 1.
Of your personal one? Oh, you can leave that in then. That's
Oh, right,
the
yeah,
share pool.
Right, that's the share pool. Right.
Oh, and also there were 2 more retweets tonight, so I'm going to add 1 to the pool.
Yeah.
Even though the game's already started. I care about y'all. Holy shit!
Hey,
Oh my
hey.
God.
Yahtzee.
6 successes. Thank you.
6 dice.
Okay.
Yay, J1 Shadowrun.
So
Thank you, Internet.
the
I'm crediting that to
spider,
the Internet.
the smart frame bot comes back onto your comm link.
Yeah.
It like ran off the side of the screen and then like comes back and says, "Here, why don't we just do this?" and completely clones Security Chief Lee's ID.
Oh, that's perfect.
So everywhere you go, you are now Security Chief Lee.
That's just what I need
Digitally.
for right now.
Yeah.
It's and then I make my way to the nearest exit.
Yep.
With Bones
Yeah. Okay.
and say, okay. Well, as we go, I'm like, tell me everything you saw.
Yeah. So she gives you the lowdown. She saw them, land a VTOL outside. They wheeled Rooster out on a gurney, brought him in. He seemed unconscious the whole time. They took him into the lab and not medical. And that's where security met. And then cameras cut off in the lab because they don't have I don't know if you remember what the lab is like air gapped basically. And so
I remember.
That's the...
So they took him to the lab before medical.
Not medical at all. They just took him straight to the lab.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But a bunch of medical staff were scrambled.
To go to... Okay, go to the lab. Got it. Were you able to get any information from the VTOL about where it came from or why or what happened?
No, I didn't hack into the vehicle at all.
Cool.
It is still parked on the roof.
All right. You did good, but I think you should get out of here because clearly someone got onto you.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. So you go. So we get to the door, and I'm like, "Go."
She's like, I can't just run home.
Why not?
It's the Barrens, man.
Oh, God. Crap.
Let me take your bike at least.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Is my bike here?
Yeah, you rode it here,
I rode it here from
getting clotheslined.
Yeah. Take my bike. Take my bike. Go back. Shit. Echo and them are probably on their way. Just take my bike and go back. If you see Echo and them, they're probably on their way here. Because...
Okay, well, I'll set up a relay as soon as I get a signal again.
Yeah, you do that.
She has to, reset her whole system now, because it was, synced up with Rise Corp.
Yeah, here's your spider.
Yeah. Oh,
give the spider back.
You. Yes, okay, buddy. Factory reset all my shit.
Exactly, yeah. But keep me with Lee's
Oh yeah, it's
ID.
just her shit she needs to reset so that she's free of it.
But as long as I'm still Lee for now.
Yes.
That'll be great. All right, so you go. You tell them what's going on. You tell them I'm still here.
Okay.
And vamoose.
Yeah. So she hops on that bike, fishtails a little bit, and then wham, she's out of there.
Good call.
She's apparently good at riding a motorcycle too.
Well,
so
listen, she works on the virtual space a lot.
Yeah.
Plays a lot of Tron.
Yep.
Yeah. So presumably Lee is in the lab.
And the lab is on the second floor.
The lab
if
is
you
on the
recall.
second floor.
First floor is ground floor in our lingo. Europe, looking at you.
First floor, Jesus.
But our ground floor is where all the loading stuff comes in. Looks a lot like a big empty Costco, essentially, but not empty, but it's full of supplies and whatnot.
Where is that secret room?
In the back corner on the ground floor, in a section like the footprint of the building seems the right size and shape, but there is definitely a back panel that's missing, and the lab is just up from that. And the lab, living area, all that is a half floor, so the lab looks out onto the ground floor.
Got it.
And then about half of the Costco is employee apartments and offices, and so there's a second floor and a third floor in this sort of big warehouse space.
Yep. All right, I'm going to make my way to the secret room.
Okay, so you're going across the ground floor.
Yep.
Okay, great. Yep.
Out of character moment for a second.
Yeah.
I am actually I don't know if it's my medication or what, but I'm about to pass out.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm just really, really tired. And
Yeah. Do you want to go lay down on the couch?
No, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Essential for the rest of the story. Can you work around it?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Just keep me there and have me.
Yeah. Your health comes
Normally
first.
I'd stick through it, but I keep yawning and
No. Are you okay to drive? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
think
sure?
So. Yeah.
Do you want a Red Bull?
No, I do not. I'll just take a sip.
Because you could totally just chill on the couch until we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that'll make it worse because if I go home now, I can just go straight to bed.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, absolutely. Understand completely.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But
That's all right.
Yeah.
We'll still have our medic, but
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah.
less chatty.
yeah. Actually, I can leave my sheet.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
idea.
yeah. And then
And fortunately, somebody here has played Quinn before.
Yes.
so-
yeah. There you go.
Oh, good.
Right. On to it. But yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
listeners.
no apologies necessary.
okay.
Take care of
Anyway,
yourself.
yeah. Thank you guys. Sorry.
Oh.
I did not sleep well last night anyway.
I
had a
understand.
really tough time getting up this morning. Anyway.
Completely understand.
Anyway. Okay, so
Yeah.
go, have fun, do things, and
just-
Quinn will keep you happy.
Mute yourself before you unplug. All right. Bye.
Not happy. Quinn will keep you alive.
Yes.
Please.
Happy
Yeah,
is
we
your
need
own
that, please.
Yeah.
Please and
Happy
thank
is your
you.
own problem.
Right.
That's a mood.
Oh, Lord.
The biggest of moves.
problem. Yeah, no shit, right? Okay.
All right.
Love you
We'll
guys.
see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes.
Feel better.
Feel better.
Just when you get home.
Okay, I will.
Also me. You don't have to text me. You do have to text him though.
Yes.
Just go into the Twitch chat.
Right, right, yeah. So I should do that. I'll show up in Twitch chat and just listen in for the last few minutes.
Oh.
All right. So we bye.
Bye.
We cut back to the truck pulling up at the Greenwood Collective, and as you're pulling into the main driveway, you get Bones on the line, and you haven't spoken directly to her in a long time. It's always been through relays and whatever, and now she's in like live voice call or voice chat into your group chat. Also, like, what is all this vampire porn? Who is sending this?
Sorry.
Quinn, what the fuck?
I can explain.
But yeah, right away she's like, okay, so emergency. Exactly. The dogs know.
Yes.
So we just saw them. Did you get my video?
Yeah. Jesus,
Okay, I'm like halfway back right now. What are we doing?
Well, we're dropping Echo off because she's in fun astral space land.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's a thing she does.
Well, how do you have her if she's in? Never mind. I don't want to know.
I don't.
Yeah.
Beyond me.
Just don't.
Okay.
But like, how hard would it be to get him out? You've been in there. Is it as bad as it looks?
Well, it's real fucking hard. Except Ashen has like executive access right now.
Oh.
So that's good.
Okay. All right.
I just don't understand. They brought him into like VIP medical treatment. They sent off all the like alerts. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. This is super beyond me. Like, I shoot things.
I stab things. But
Okay.
here's what we know. He took this tunnel, fought a ton of shit, allegedly lost a leg, according to Quinn.
Oh yeah. We found one of his legs, by the way.
He had 2 legs coming in. That's on the gurney. I could see it.
Yeah, well, we found one as well. So either he grew a third leg and lost it, or he grew back another leg.
That's not possible. Maybe they reattached one he had in the freezer.
No.
Well, it also sounds like it's not possible for him to be as emaciated as he is right now. So
Yeah, I don't know
there's
what
a
that
lot
is.
of things that aren't fucking possible that are happening right now.
Unless they reattached the leg without the bone, because that's what Quinn found, was a giant-ass bone.
Oh, well, he out of character. He would probably have like, if he has this level of crash cart coverage, he probably has all the major organs and limbs in a freezer at crash cart,
Oh.
so that they can take him back to a facility and like, oh, you need a new kidney, like here you go, and we'll grow a new one as part of your plan.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So theoretically, they could have taken him there, got a leg out of the freezer, attached it, and done the necessary components of that. It seems like that, but then you would be in the hospital for at least a week,
Yeah.
while they do accelerated
and
healing
be
and
emaciated as fuck.
right.
And covered in lesions.
Yeah. So out of character, I just wanted to throw all that out there
Okay. No, it's not
for the setting wise.
Right.
But it's a big question mark.
Yeah.
So you all pull into the common area of the main collective, and it is now late at night, right? You're let in because the guards know who you are and recognize the truck, and you,
Sure.
you drive in and you get Echo up to your apartment.
Be like, sorry, sis, and like
Yeah.
unceremoniously put her on the bed.
Sure. Okay, that all works. You get her where she's going, and what are yous doing?
We's are probably going to find Jane.
Yeah. Okay. So
Get her up to speed.
Quinn and Coyote.
Quinn and
You're two
Coyote.
people
Quiniote.
now. Quiniote. Now I'll remember. Fluffy Quiniote. Yeah, you go to her ground floor apartment, and she's already like coming out of her apartment in her bathrobe and looks concerned. She's like, "What? Something's happening, and I don't know what it is." Like she just senses something.
Funny enough, neither do we. But here's what we do know. We found Rooster. He's at Rise Corp.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we tracked him to this battleground where he appeared to have gotten relatively injured. We believed lost a leg. Quinn, said he found evidence of crash cart picking him up, which who knew he had that kind of... That's besides the point. We believed he was being taken to a hospital, but we got word from Bones, which... Good news, Bones is back.
Yeah, and then whoomp, the motorcycle comes, whizzing in the front. Yeah.
So Bones is back, and Bones confirmed that he's at Rise Corp, but we don't know why, and he looks terrible. Photo evidence.
Yeah, you pull up
Yeah.
some of that stuff, and she's like, "Oh my god,
Do you have any idea what could have caused this? Is this a magic thing?
no, I'm not. I don't even know of like a wasting spell or something. Like I've never seen anything like this."
I think at this point, Gremlin shows up, like,
Come back
like
downstairs,
super
yeah.
disheveled, like having just changed into clothes that aren't covered in blood.
Right, like
And
wipe your
probably-
face real fast.
Probably is still in the process of like toweling off her face.
Okay.
Yeah, and what do we do?
Well, we've got to get Rooster back.
Yeah. We get him out and burn Rise to the ground. I think that's reasonable.
For whatever they're doing, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. I mean, do we go in guns blazing, or we try and be subtle about this?
Well, considering it's the two of us and Quinn, subtlety really isn't our forte.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think of how to introduce this. I'm going to have both of you roll perception plus intuition.
Oh, Lord.
And, Mac, you can add your essence to that,
Okay.
whatever your total is.
Perception. Okay, that's...
So add my essence, and then you said... Sorry.
Intuition plus perception.
So 3. And then my perception.
Yeah, that's right.
3.
That's lovely. That is 4
Oh,
successes.
good. Okay.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Alright, guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
No.
that's
my.
5 successes.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
The two of you, did you roll for Quinn as well?
No, I did not. I should do that. I forgot.
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe the three of you.
Oh, there's perception. Okay, so he's got 6 perception and 3 intuition.
I'll roll something for Jane. Oh no, she's distracted.
Trucker, get back in the... Okay, so that is 1 success.
Okay, that's not enough. He's distracted as well. He's like going through all the images more of like trying to build a better medical theory. But the two of you are standing under, because you have like the balcony upstairs that wraps, because it's a like square U shape, the whole building. And so when you walk up to her ground floor apartment, you have the like balcony above. And both of you hear this like humming sound that is pretty quiet. And Gremlin, when you step out, you realize there's a whole mess of like auras up in the air, and you can hear this noise above you, Coyote, that suddenly resolves itself into massive, like, turbofans of some sort of vehicle dropping out of the night sky, and then the hover fans turn on full, so it was dropping down to be silent, and then just like at the 4th story, your building's only 3 stories tall, so it's like just above that, and probably a dozen guys are coming down on ropes, and they were thinking they were going to get to the ground without anyone hearing them. But as you turn, like, what is happening? Jane passes out.
Oh, good.
So what do you do? And you just hear of the, they're actually like silenced repellers, like repelling.
I'm guessing there's no kind of logo on this hover.
Oh, no.
No.
They're black pajamas all around.
It was worth a shot.
Yep.
Well, I already ate one motherfucker tonight. Let's add another one to the list.
Batter up. Yeah, so Coyote's gonna...
What do we do about Jane passing out?
Oh, right. Quinn can take Jane inside.
Yeah.
Catches her and
He
takes her
sure
inside?
can.
Okay.
Look at him go.
Yeah, good job.
Good job, boy.
Okay.
That's good, Quinn.
Yes.
Where? Okay, weapons. Yeah. I'm gonna break out the big guns.
You're going to run back over to the truck?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to take a second.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna hit my chameleon suit
Oh, good call.
and hopefully get some sneaky, stabby moments.
All right, let's roll agility plus sneaking.
Agility plus sneaking. Okay, so that's 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Yeah, that's 1, 3, 4 successes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I have to roll something.
So many dice.
Okay. Not a glitch. And you're bolting across.
Yeah, because I've got the big gun in the car.
Okay, so I'm going to have you... You're not trying to be sneaky about it, right?
I think at this point, all subtlety has gone out the window.
Okay. You make it across. Did you take like the running skill or the athletics skill group?
I have running.
Okay, so let's roll running plus agility,
Okay.
because at this point you're also like dodging around these guys falling out of the sky.
Assholes.
Also dodging assholes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are coming down ass first. So
Oh.
Unnecessary.
yeah,
2 successes.
that's fine. We're just moving in newly difficult terrain. But yeah, you bob and weave. You slide just to make it cool. I think you slide under the SUV to like come up the other side and get in and like deploy your shit.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Is that cool? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not physically bulky. You're tall and like kind of muscly, right?
Yeah, I'm very lithe. I'm just surprisingly strong.
Yeah, cool. I like that. So yeah, you get the truck open, and you're trying to get your machine gun out and get that ready to go.
Yeah.
And the dozen or so guys hit the ground. Pretty quickly pick up that they've not arrived undetected, right? But you out at the truck, you can see there's also another like half dozen on the roof they dropped onto the roof instead of in the courtyard, and there is another half dozen out the front gate. So, and since you went to the other side of the truck, you can see them,
Sure.
right? Of like, they would be totally invisible if you couldn't see their auras, but you can. So, and probably no one knows about the ones on the roof either, but
Yeah.
you can see them.
I'm gonna holler over the comm about the additional
Okay.
guys.
Cool. And the ones that drop into the courtyard, ready there, they all have like assault rifles with underbarrel grenade launchers, and they all kind of like go to like take cover and are like covering the space. They've all like followed you with their rifles, but no one's shooting at you. I just need to know about initial. There's like more shit that's going to happen, but I need to know what you're doing now.
Warming up my fucking machine gun.
Okay, yeah. So you pull that out. You get it loaded up with a box of ammunition, and
Yeah, and I'm probably, since it's like there's a line of guys on the roof.
yeah, and you can see now. Well, you can see one of the like hover vehicle that dropped out the dozen guys. That one you can see. You have a sense that there's more up there, but you can't like physically see it because it doesn't have an aura.
Okay, I'm looking for
Oh,
basically
you can
the biggest.
see in the dark though,
Yes.
can't you?
Yes.
Roll your just essence plus perception.
Perception's another 3.
Oh yeah, okay.
I perceive the shit out of
Yeah.
things. That's 5 successes.
Yeah, and in your heightened, adrenaline state, your pupils just go wide open, and it's like dusk light for you now, almost midnight, and you can see there are 3 big what they look like. Do you know what a 4-rotor like today drone looks like a drone with the 4 like fans that
Yes.
point down? They're like that, but the size of a like a vehicle that could sit 6 or 8 people in it, like maybe 6 troops and a pilot and a co-pilot, let's say, theoretically.
Theoretically.
You see 3 of these turboprop vehicles. I shouldn't say they're not running turbines. They're like giant fans.
Sure.
And they're hovering above the thing, and you can see another person or something up above them coming down out of the sky.
Is it a really big thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
no.
everybody.
Yeah.
But you're only able to see it with your physical eyes. Its like incredible aura has been masked.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome. What's your elf I see?
Oh god, oh god.
Oh god. Oh god.
Fuck. And nobody's shooting at us yet.
But you can. There's a bunch of targets.
Is there a good grouping?
No,
That I
they
could kinda,
they
like-
spread out pretty tactically. In the amount of time it took you to like unload this machine gun and get it set up, they various cover. The 6 guys out in the front of the gate, you probably have the best shot at, but they
Okay.
can also shoot at you the best. So those are your kind of your options.
Is one of the hovering vehicles up over the roof that's got the guys on it?
Yeah, like one of them dropped the guys on top of the roof. The other one dropped off everybody in the courtyard.
Is it still hovering there?
Yeah.
Can I shoot it down to smush the people that are on the roof?
Well, yeah, but it's going to land on the building.
I think the building's going to get some structural damage one way or another.
Okay.
Let you explain that one to Jane.
Okay, I'll shoot the guys that are out there. It was just a thought.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't do that, but to have that vehicle come down on the building could be catastrophic.
Okay. I'm going to aim for the guys that are outside the gate then.
Okay. Cool.
I wasn't sure, like, scale of the vehicle versus...
Oh, yeah. It's
building.
like it's like what's a good example? Like bigger than maybe like an armored truck kind of thing,
Got it.
like it's a
Okay.
relatively long, boxy, like the proportions of a loaf of bread, right? It's like a long rectangular thing with these 4 fans like stuck out to the sides.
It's a big Twinkie.
Yeah, it does. It looks like that.
Tell about the Twinkie Ray.
Yeah. And so for the record, I've got a little map here just for our players, audience. You're not really going to be able to see anything. So this is the building. Your truck is kind of out here. You're on this side, Gremlin. Mm-hmm. Gremlin. The guys guarding the gate are out there. There's a bunch of dudes kind of taking cover in the main area, and the ones on the roof dropped onto this long part of the roof.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And you disappeared like under the balcony over
sure.
here. So everyone have a good sense of where we are?
That helps.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and shoot the guys that are outside of the gate, because fuck them.
Okay. Let's do that, and then we'll need to roll initiative.
Okay.
Get it.
So let's do your...
Adam is safe, by the way, guys.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good. Glad to hear it. So let's roll gunnery plus agility. Oh, no, gunnery's for that. Do you have heavy weapons?
I do.
Yeah, heavy weapons plus agility. Gunnery's for mounted weapons.
That would be 3 successes.
Okay. So I get dodges. That's a clean dodge.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna say you could walk this like across 3 of them, probably. And they all dive out of the way. That was incredible.
Can I yell at them?
Yes. I mean, you also just made a loud noise at them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Because I don't want to act like they were better at dodging
Right.
my stuff. Don't think you're going to get away from the next round.
Oh, like you did it on purpose?
Yes.
You missed on purpose? Okay. So do you have con or intimidation?
I feel like I have something, maybe? Nope. I have intimidation.
Okay, let's roll intimidation plus, not charisma. Let's roll intimidation plus strength? Oh, no.
Because I'm scary.
Yeah.
I feel like I have like a thingy.
Yeah, you have a fear power, and they are close enough. It is intimidation plus charisma plus your essence.
Yes. I like that a lot
And
better.
then I have to roll don't poop myself.
I roll.
Oh, okay. They get to add their charisma to this roll, though, so that's
Oh,
Fuck that.
because it's magic.
yeah, sure. Oh,
Oh, no.
there's pooping.
Okay, so that's 3 successes,
Yep.
4 ones, unless you want to spend a point and re-roll any of that.
Do I need to?
I've only rolled for one of their resistances, but, you know.
I want to scare the shit out of these
Yeah.
guys. Like,
Yeah.
Do it. We've got
We
the
got the edge pool.
Yep.
Come here, all of you.
You can re-roll successes, too, if you want. You don't have to keep them.
There's a phrase I like. It's called "tie in the fire."
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. It's not my first time.
Okay.
I got a couple more.
So 2 more.
Sixes explode?
No, only if you pre-spend the edge.
Yeah.
So you have 5?
5.
Okay, well that's going to be hard for me to resist. Nope. That's 2 nopes. 3, nope. And a glitch.
Yes! That guy definitely pooped himself.
Nope.
Nope. So, that was only 5. 6. Close,
Almost.
but no cigar. So 6 nopes and 1
Glitch.
glitch. So you get so that group all dives for cover, and they've clearly broken some of their like discipline, but one of the guys is going like, oh god, no, like a game over, man, and brings his gun around, and you see like, oh no, he's gonna fire a grenade. like in my face. You see this come around, and then you see this like astral signature, not kill him, but like snip his strings, and he just clumps into the like ground, and his like rifle clatters to the side.
Ooh.
And you hear in your mind,
Oh no.
"Not bad, Banshee. It wasn't as hard to find you as I thought.
Oh, boy.
Can we speak now?"
Do I have a choice?
Yes.
I don't think it's as much of a choice as I'd like to think it is. Sure, let's have a chat.
All right. Please have all of your people remain inside, and all of mine will remain outside, and we shouldn't have an issue.
Stand down, guys.
What do you mean stand down?
And you can see a lot of like collective locals like getting their little like pistols, and somebody's got an Uzi, like Granny with an Uzi.
Yes!
You know, there's a lot of people like starting to come out of their apartments like, oh, just fuck them up.
I'll have them stand down if you have your men stand down.
Okay. And all of the guys, you could tell like everybody cocks their head like a what? Yeah, at the same time. They've gotten some sort of message through their helmets. They all have like, full face mask, like, motorcycle helmet type coverage. But they all like, sort of bring their weapons down to a sort of less ready, and, the laser sights all turn off. And
Coyote, I need you to trust me here.
All right. I hope you know what you're doing.
Stand by.
Okay.
And I never know what I'm doing.
all right. So a dragon flies down out of the sky and lands in the courtyard. It is not so in the context of Shadowrun. There are like 7 or 8 what would be classified as great dragons, capital G. This is a pretty good dragon.
It's all right.
Yeah.
This is a passable dragon?
Right. So she's not the size of a house. She's, she's sort of like Optimus Prime sized, and is the kind of like feathered serpent, like more Mayan style of a dragon, like that sort of long, sinuous body, but not like if you like put all that mass together, it's probably the size of like semi-truck, right? And that sort of coils down. She has wings, but it doesn't seem like they're flapping enough to be, so it's magic, whatever. And she coils down to the ground and sort of sits like a cobra for a second, looking around, and she is looking at Quixote, who is invisible, right? And speaks in both of your minds. And she says, "I like your friend. Can you bring him to our talk?"
Sure. Cutie,
And you can hear this in your mind.
would you like to join us?
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
I would like to send a text message to Quinn. I'm assuming we've had some kind of drill. In the off chance the collective gets overrun,
By a dragon.
find your emergency buddy and meet in the bunker.
Yeah, okay.
Please instigate emergency buddy protocol.
Yeah, okay.
And meet in the bunker.
Sure.
So that I know everybody else is safe, and I will go.
Now, Quixote, you met up with them at the diner, right?
I did, so I'm familiar
Yeah.
with all this
Yeah.
insanity.
Torgum the Quiet
Yeah.
is who you're meeting up with. Her feathers are largely like tawny, tan, yellow, a little bit of white, but less eagly and more like blends in with the kind of Colorado Rockies kind of look.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't know if this matters with Torgon seeing me through my essence, but I have 0.25 essence.
It helps, but she's a dragon.
No, sure. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will. I mean, she sees me anyway. I'll kill the cloak because there's no point.
Okay.
You try to be cool.
So you wanted to talk?
Yes. First, and she swivels her head and is swiveling, like waiting for the two of you to be closer together, and then shifts and shimmers and like her physical shape melts and she becomes a sort of normal-sized woman in a essentially tan business suit, but with this like fantastic yellow boa. Right, with her pantsuit. So
Nice.
it's doesn't look like it's literally part of her body, but it just is like, fuck it, I wear what I want. Like,
I'm not going to tell her differently.
right. She is also like visibly Native American and like tanner skin, somebody who's outside a lot. Although, and we established this last time, has like sort of that blonde tan hair as opposed to black hair, which would be more typical. So that's what she looks like physically. She's about 6 feet tall, kind of like Gal Gadot build as Wonder Woman, and addresses the two of you. First of all, your matriarch is fine. And so in her human form, her mouth is moving, but the voice is still in your mind. I wanted to interact with you specifically. I don't have a problem with her, so I asked her to sit out. That's not out of character. That's not exactly what she means, but
I'm not going to disagree with her.
yeah.
To sit out.
Right. I believe and she just points through the wall at where Coyote is.
Oh, is that Quinn?
Yeah, Quinn. I'd like to speak with him too. Where are your other little friends?
Various places right now. Are we not sufficient enough to talk to right now?
Well, I just wanted to speak to all of you at the same time.
I'm sure we can relay the information.
Well, if you're sure.
Positive.
Okay.
She's got to handle all this spooky shit. I'm going to let her take lead.
Did you say that in character?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just stand there and look tough.
Yeah, basically, strong, silent robot boy.
Okay. Is anyone going to tell Quinn to come outside? Because I don't know that he would know she's talking about him.
Right, I don't think...
Quinn is occupied seeing to Jane for the moment.
As I said, she's fine, and I would like him to be out here. And her facade shifts a little bit.
Coyote, would you like to go get Quinn?
Yes. I will do that right away.
Well, that's so nice. Thank you.
If you'll excuse me. Small bow. Looks at Gremlin like, was that right? And then walks away.
All right. So
Yeah.
you go in, get
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
come out.
Yeah.
The three of you are here for this conversation. And she says, so I wanted to come and make sure that you weren't the insect sympathizers that we took you for, because you interfered with a setup that took some amount of work putting together. It almost went sideways.
For us, too.
So I'm here to accept your apology. If you would like to make one.
We're just ever so sorry.
I'm so glad to hear it. Out of character, are you being sincere? No? Okay. So let's roll con.
I mean, she's...
Yep. Let's roll con plus charisma. And I should note, versus a great dragon, we just wouldn't roll dice. You actually can roll dice against a regular dragon.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I don't have con. I have etiquette.
Actually, that's just fine for this situation.
Three successes.
So I'm going to ask you to choose whether you want to re-roll before I roll. Okay.
Don't fuck up.
Okay, and let's explode your sixes. So roll 3 more. I know that's not normal for what we're doing, but in this case, you are sort of tapping into the astral plane.
Oh.
Explode again. I'm about to roll 12 dice. I want to give you some advantage. Another one. How many is that?
That would be 8 successes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Now,
12.
certain enemies in Shadowrun also have edge,
Sure.
a small amount of edge, and a dragon is, just so you know, that's
Yeah.
not something me making that up, like, because I would, but
Oh.
6, 7, 8.
Tie goes to us.
Tie goes to the actor in this case, and I don't think she would spend edge on this.
Okay.
And she knows she is being hyper perceptive, and so she believes you, and you can feel that wash over as she like genuinely appreciates your apology. And you, Quixote, knowing her as well as you do, know that it's not a genuine apology.
yeah.
But you feel this wave from Torgom of, like, oh, good. I'm like sort of like mental shaking your hands, like we're like,
that.
yeah, just like wafting that away, right? Yeah, exactly. Like shivers, like I didn't want to, didn't want to deal with that. Like fluffs the boa a little bit, and I'm glad that's resolved. Aren't you glad?
I'm just feeling real chipper about it.
Yeah, me too. We should get something to eat after this.
Like, visible eye twitch from Gremlin. Did you have something in mind?
Oh, well, possibly. Except, I just came here to make an arrangement with you, because I think it would be best for all of us if we made a deal.
Okay. That deal being...
Well, I'm gonna need you, and understand, I won't put the rest of your hovel at under pressure with this, but what was it, 5 of you out of character who were at the diner?
Quinn, Echo, Gremlin. Even the 5 of us, yeah.
Yeah. I would oblige the 5 of you to help with our next operation, to, fully balance the scales. I lost several agents to your work, and I think it's only fair that you contract with me for, let's say, 2 jobs.
What kind of jobs?
More seek and destroy. There are various insect infestations in the west that are in my purview to deal with. They're my responsibility.
I understand that we interfered with your operations. And we have no love for the bugs. And I'm sure my sister would take great pleasure in destroying more of them.
Yes.
However, we find ourselves facing another enemy right now. And perhaps we can continue to help each other on both sides of the equation.
Oh, but I don't owe you anything.
I know you don't, but perhaps we would owe you an additional bug job.
That's interesting. I didn't expect you to suggest something like that.
Well, you're
Because-
obviously very mighty and very wise.
Okay, yeah. You could see, like...
And
That's me,
clearly quite capable and want to do what is necessary. Are you familiar with Rise Corp?
No, that doesn't mean anything to me.
It shouldn't mean anything to anybody. They are doing things that are not beneficial to any of us.
I assume it's one of the local companies.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have someone on the inside there that we're trying to get back out. And also burn the corporation to the fucking ground. Which is something that I believe you might have some interest in as well, just
Well,
to warm up our partnership between, going out and taking on bug jobs.
I made an arrangement with the council who organized the Coast Salish peoples. Mm-hmm. I'm allowed to burn this place to the ground. And that was the extent of our arrangement. I would have to consult with them again.
Well, certainly that's something that you could so easily take care of, especially if it's causing damage to an area that you're overseeing.
It might, but it would take some time, and it seems like you're in a hurry. And she really doesn't understand the concept of being in a hurry. That's she's picking this up like, I guess, hurry?
Dragon always arrives on time when they mean to.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps forgive me for speaking out of turn, perhaps we don't need you to help us burn it to the ground, but perhaps you could be a distraction to put them off balance so that we can get our 2 people out. Now, again, not to counter, but we have 2 people in there, one of which was one of the 5 with us at the diner. So helping us would really be beneficial to you to get the full team you're asking for.
And it could be that you're investigating the bug situation and ensuring that there's nothing amiss at this particular corporation.
Perhaps, but again, this is not my hunting ground, and I respect the arrangements that have been made. I'm nothing if not respectful.
But also stealthy and capable.
Oh, this I consider politeness to my hosts who've invited me here. The council may or may not agree, but I will not act rashly before consulting them. So your work tonight will be without me. My part of the arrangement will be to protect your hut.
Let's go with that, sure.
I will make sure no one burns this down.
I believe that's an arrangement we can work with.
Oh, good, because that's the arrangement that's available.
I had that feeling.
I look forward to speaking with your matriarch.
I'm sure she is looking forward to speaking with you.
And then without saying anything, she just turns and walks away towards Jane's apartment. She doesn't say, okay, we're done, or goodbye, or whatever. She just, exits the conversation.
think I peed a little.
I think you peed a little too. You might want to take care of
Is
that.
that Quinn or
before we
Coyote?
Quinn.
Yeah. Not Fluffy. About half of the guys in black pajamas get zipped back up to their vehicles, and there's still like 8 or 10 of them. It's hard to tell exactly. Kind of like walking patrol on the roof and walking out front, and everyone else is like, I'm just going to stay inside still with my buddy.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Everyone's with their emergency buddy at this point, and yeah.
Well, at least the collective will be safe.
That's the important thing. Your sister will be pleased.
Oh, she's gonna be fucking thrilled. She'd do the bug hunts without being asked, or
Well,
asked, quotation marks.
Maybe it's a good thing she's unconscious right now.
That still leaves the problem of Rise Corp. We've got to get in.
We've got to get Ashen. I don't know what we can do for Rooster.
Oh, Ashen, I think at some point Bones looped you into the video of what was happening here.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, glad I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so she looped you in for live feed
Yeah.
as it was happening, where she was like, I'm going to leave you on mute.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't say anything.
Yep, nope, that's fine.
This
Cool.
I'm super freaked out. So you can also cut into the conversation at this point if you want, because Bones is maintaining a
Great.
loop.
Hey, guys, hey.
Hey,
Oh,
great
you're
to
all
hear
right.
from you.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Trapped here in that Rise Corp. It's
Cool.
okay.
Cool.
You've also heard that, as you're talking to them, an alert, you can hear through his headset. They're asking all residents to return to their
Everything here is
domicile, and
everything here is a little nuts. I am creeping towards that secret room that we saw, because that's got something to do with whatever's going on here. They've got Rooster up in the lab doing God knows what. But whatever the answer is, it's in that secret room, I think. So that's where I am going to go.
so one thing about that, if you all weren't worried about being stealthy and wanted to just blast over there and then sneak a little bit, it would only take about 5 minutes,
Okay.
right? And you could let them in the back way.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys can get here
Or-
and want to come with.
Yeah, but it's also the question of do you want to blast over there right now? We would leave Echo, obviously, but Quinn and Coyote and
Yeah,
Gremlin could get over there
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Do you want to come now, or...
Because he says he's going up to that secret room.
It might not be a bad idea to go now while they're all under quarantine.
Everyone's under
No, no one said quarantine. Why
Well,
would
I
you say
mean-
quarantine?
No one said quarantine. No one said quarantine. No one said those words.
Well, they're
Nothing
under-
viral unleashed on here.
Well, they're all grounded.
Yeah.
Nope,
Are
nope, nope.
we... Is our presence going to be of more benefit to you?
Yeah.
Well,
It's just me.
sneaking around, I mean...
I think we're coming close to the end of the sneaking.
I think I'll be fine. Hits camouflage.
I think we're coming close to... It's time to figure out what's going on here, burn the place to the ground, get our people out, and kill most...
I was just asking the question.
I'm-
You're the one that goes off by himself part of the
Hey,
time, so...
listen, let's not do that right now. Just...
Like, I'm a little frazzled right now.
Yeah, no, I saw the videos. That was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
You guys handled it really well.
Well, then let's fucking go.
I agree. I think we get in now. Maybe we can... Is there enough space in your domicile to keep us hidden until the grounding is over?
I think we go in now. Well, I think you're right. While everyone else is locked up, we go to where we're not supposed to go.
Yeah. I mean, there is high security. There's patrols everywhere and
Yeah.
drones, but you could probably...
Yeah, we can work our way around that, and I've got the all-access pass right now. There's no other time.
Might as well strike while the iron's hot.
Yep. Well, let me go grab my chameleon suit and we'll fuck off out of here.
I assume it's in your truck.
Yep.
So, yeah, you get changed. You put the machine gun in, ready to grab a little bit more quickly if you need it.
Yep.
Let's mark off the box holds 50, so note that you fired off 6.
Okay.
Because I don't think we have time to reload an individual box right now.
Yeah.
And the 3 of you blast through the Barrens. I'm going to have you do a drive roll just because you're trying to go extra fast.
Gotta go fast.
Yep.
Let's go faster.
Pilot ground, and then it's... What's the attribute?
Oh, reaction.
Okay.
But you only need 2 successes, so
Yeah, well, now you jinxed it.
that's super easy.
Why?
Porque?
I'm just like this.
Why are you like that? Why?
Is there an assist?
There's you got lots of edge.
We do. Just use that good edge.
How much do we have left?
We have enough.
Yeah, can't fail. Mac has made a face at her dice. A threatening face, one might say.
There we go.
How many ones is
Oh,
Cool.
that? Out of 6?
yeah, that's 3 out of 6 ones. And
Okay.
we succeeded.
And a success. Yep. All right, so you blast through the Barrens, and when you get about a block away, you cut down an alleyway, and you're back in that nerd gang territory. But you guys have wiped that gang out. That's not an issue. But you are pulling down this alleyway that you're like, okay, this would be a great place to hide the truck for now because it's just a block away if we come running out of there. And you go, bap, bap, over tire spikes.
Oh, God damn it.
So you've got run flat tires. You can kind of go,
Yeah.
but performance driving will be seriously impacted.
Cool.
All 4 tires, if that wasn't clear.
This has been a great night. Don't you agree? This has been a great night.
I can't remember the time I had more fun.
You two, let's have you roll sneaking plus agility plus 4 because it's nighttime and you're invisible.
Yay! Sneaking. Plus agility, 2, 4,
Sneaking?
8. Plus 4, you say?
Oui.
Haha! Look at all them dice.
Oh.
Look at all them chickens. Well, that die is right there. Hooray!
Oh my.
Holy crap.
That's
So many 3s.
That's a Shadowrun amount of dice.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great because you have Ashen on the inside manipulating drones
That's
and making blank spots.
I should also be rolling for Queen, yeah?
Yeah.
That would be 4 successes.
That's a bunch. Okay.
Four.
But Quinn is not. I don't think has a camo suit,
He does not.
so he doesn't get the plus 4.
Just sneaking plus agility, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So it's 8 dice.
but he only needs 2 successes because he has help.
Which he got. He got
Okay,
3.
great. So yeah, the 3 of you make it over to the back stairwell. You let them in.
Yep.
This being the best place to go in.
How's it going?
It's great.
What? We're good. We're all here. This is good.
This is fine. He did a good job.
I didn't say he didn't.
Get your tone.
Have you met me?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's what it always sounds.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Come on.
You hear Bones in your ear like, Ashen, just quit while you're ahead.
Just okay. Just. Jeez.
So at this back stairwell, you come in on the ground floor, but to get anywhere, you're going to have to go up to the second floor, go across, and back down to the ground floor.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like, this stairwell doesn't go straight through to the ground floor because it's like a emergency exit.
Yeah, of course.
So there's no reason for the ground floor.
Let's go.
So you go up.
You guys stay invisible. Except for Quinn.
Quinn is not invisible.
Quinn is not invisible, but I'm, with Bones' help and with the security card, just opening doors.
Okay.
and
Do you
avoiding
have
drones.
the security systems skill?
Oh,
Good
that's
answer.
funny.
Good answer.
Can I punch it?
Talk at it.
Glance at this real quick.
Can I talk at it and or punch it? If not, then no.
Yeah.
Can I sleep with it?
Well,
Then no.
I mean, I'm not
Not with
ruling it
that
out.
attitude.
That is the age-old question. Can I put my dick in that?
Framed by Will It Blend? Okay, so I'm going to have you roll logic plus sneaking.
Logic. That's 2. Sneaking is 4. What does lucky do for me? It's a quality I've never literally used.
Oh, it increases your maximum edge, and you started with an extra edge. Okay,
2 successes, no glitch.
that's good. You have a lot of advantages, so you only needed 2. Yeah, you are being guided through, and then Bones is like unlocks a door behind you. Like, okay, janitor closet. Hut, 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 hut. Bunch of security goes by, and then you come back out, head down to the ground floor, and this is like ghost town. There's nobody down here because all the entrances to the ghost floor have been blocked off. The ghost floor, the ground floor,
Ghost floor.
and you're all dead.
The ghost floor.
Oh, Sam would be so upset with me if we turned everyone into ghosts the week she's not here.
It was just Old Man Jenkins the whole time.
Yeah.
How are we old man Jenkins?
All right, so you are on the ground floor of this great big space. So part of the floor is, like you can look up and see under the second floor, this big open space. There's forklifts and supplies stacked up, toilet paper for days. They also ship in water because there isn't like good potable water in the Barrens. They're setting up a desalination out of the lake, but that's a limited supply as well. So, and the lake is super toxic, so you don't want too much of that. Good gray water source.
Oh, good.
So here we are on the ground floor.
Yeah, I'm looking for that secret room.
Who was here the first time we broke in?
Yes.
I think no, actually, it was just you and me. Quinn and Quixote weren't with us on that trip.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Bones was with you, I think.
Bones was with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bones and Echo. Yeah, it was just the two of us of this crew.
Okay. So this room, like the whole space, has this eerie sort of familiarity to it, right? Of you've been here, you remember. The layout is basically the same, but some of these stacks of supplies are in different places. But so the stairwell you came in is in the if we were going to draw this all out. The building is essentially square, and you came in at this corner, and you had to go up the stairs to the second floor, and then back this way, and you came back down to the ground floor. This is where the big truck doors are. Up in the corner is where semi trucks back up.
Right.
And then the secret room is in this corner. The northeast corner is where the secret room is, straight across from where the big truck doors open up. And you are moving around down here and sneaking along, and then pretty quickly realize no one's down here watching. I mean, there's cameras to avoid, but that's easy compared to what else you've had to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know where they are, and you can turn them, and do whatever you need to do. So yeah, you make your way through here, and you can hear all the hubbub upstairs. It's eerily quiet down here.
Cool. I like that. Quiet is good. Yeah. Let's just go for that room.
Lead the way.
Okay. As you approach that northeast corner of the room, the sound deadens even more, and you realize, actually you can tell because you're sensing all the time, there's some kind of magical effect deadening sound. So that's an effect you just walked into. And you're also aware that part of the wall here is an illusion.
Okay.
And I assume we're going to go through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come this far.
When you walk through, you find a series of 6 what look like, sci-fi hypersleep pods, for lack of a better, they're person-long pods with a lot of tubes coming down, and probably should have some, fog coming off of them.
Of course.
Naturally.
But they're not cold, right? They don't look like frosted over.
Right.
It's just whatever this machinery is has coolant and whatever. There's 6 of these. 5 of them have this blue-white light on inside, and there's a panel about 1.5 foot oblong shape on the front of each one, where if you went over and looked down into it, they're canted at a 30-degree angle. And it looks like the machinery could tip them all the way up and then back down to this position.
Okay.
So there's hydraulic machinery for that. There's some other blue and red tubes and all kinds of stuff going to and from these.
Are the tubes themselves red, or is the contents?
Hard to tell from here. You can smell blood, though, somewhere in this room.
Do the pods have any kind of biometric reading on them? This is something that...
Oh yeah, there's definitely a panel on each one of them.
Alright.
I'd like Quinn to make some kind of medicine check, see if he can read the biometrics and see what
Can we-
is.
Can we look in the pods? I also just look in the window.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
So he's checking the. You don't want to look in the window.
I do, but I don't want to look in
Okay.
the window.
So you see a face of looks like white guy, probably mid-30s. His head's been shaved. No facial hair, really. It even looks like his eyebrows are gone. Why did they shave his eyebrows off? What do you got
there's
there?
3 successes.
Okay, good. Well, I'll fill you in on that in
Yes,
a
I'll-
second. And you could see he's not cold frozen, but is totally immobilized, right?
Right.
And it looks like he was making a face, pulled his lips back and then stopped moving. And the teeth that he's showing you can see fangs, upper and lower.
Yeah.
And is not reacting to you in the window at all. His eyes are open, right? And you can see these blue, pale blue eyes,
Yeah.
and this rictus grimace, the teeth baring his teeth,
Yeah.
basically. He was probably yelling at someone.
Yeah.
You can see green across the board. The person is dead, and that's good, apparently.
Strange. Why would they keep a cadaver like this?
They're vampires.
Oh.
You've been trained in sensing at this point.
Yep.
If you would like to roll your essence plus a sensing skill, you're welcome to.
Oh, boy.
3 successes.
Oh yeah. So are you peering into the glass as well, or what how are you?
Yeah, I'm very slowly approach one of them and
Yeah.
look in.
So you can see, Quinn says something about what, they're dead.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Right, and you said something, it's because they're vampires.
Yeah.
And you're like, that can't be right. Right? So you go and look in there, and you're like, oh, they're not dead, because you can see an aura, right? This is a living thing that's in some sort of suspended
Yeah.
Hibernation or whatever. But that person is definitely not dead. So Quinn's a dummy
Yeah.
and can't read the readout properly.
Probably thought it was fluffy too.
But you can also see the bared teeth, and you can see why he would think they're vampires, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think you've ever seen a vampire's aura before. And I don't think you've even really studied your own aura. It's sort of hard to,
Yeah.
look at your own business. You gotta get a mirror. It's sort of complicated. You successfully read this aura of a person who is sick, but not dead. You wouldn't really be able to identify how they're sick, but it looks like a sick, magically active, like if your sister was sick, like a mage who's sick. That's what it looks like.
I'm going to go and look in another pod and see if it's the same face and the same case with
Yeah. Well, in the next person is a Latinx woman, also shaved all the hair off, eyebrows are gone. Her teeth aren't bared, so you don't know if she has sharp teeth, but it's the similar, she looks sick, and she's magically active. You can re-roll again. Your 3 successes is getting you a lot of information.
Sure.
But if you want to try to read again, it just takes another minute or so, and you guys have been in here for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I've got a sensing too.
Oh yeah, do you want to roll?
Yeah. So
I didn't realize you had taken that. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then plus your magic attribute,
Plus magic.
which I think is 6.
They're not dead.
I'm not getting any vitals on these.
They're not dead.
Yeah. In fact, the vitals are confirming that they are dead.
Right.
5 successes.
Oh wow. Okay. So Ashen, you are seeing disturbing similarities between these auras and your friend's aura.
Yeah.
They look hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some HHMV situation. There's a little you here.
That's kind of the feeling I was getting and was hoping that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Based on all the research that Queen did in helping, trying to figure out what Gremlin was, can I make an additional roll to see if I can... Okay, cool.
Yes.
So we'll do that thing.
So do your medicine plus logic plus 3.
Okay.
Well, that looks pretty good.
2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
How many ones is that?
Just 2.
Oh, okay. It looked like...
There's a lot of 2s.
Okay, that some of the 2s look like 1s.
Yeah.
All right, so also major success. And you're able to refine the what am I actually reading here, Quinn? And you discover that they are there's 2 different. There's an input and an output, right? Okay. So they are being fed intravenously some sort of generic blood substitute, and then their blood is being extracted to some sort of collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. What do they want with this blood? Are they infecting people?
I mean, can I make the intuitive leap here?
You can say whatever you want to say.
I think the red stuff is their blood. Yeah. They're injecting people with the infected blood to heal wounds, which is not good.
No, it's super not good. It's
There's also there's no common knowledge that people know that vampires regenerate.
Yeah.
That's common knowledge.
Right.
There's no indication that vampires are not miracle healers going around the
Right.
world healing
Yes.
people with their blood, right?
Yeah,
So
this is a new. These guys have
Right.
hit upon something new here, that injecting vampire blood in non-vampire people heals them, but it probably also maybe turns them into vampires.
or they found a way to refine it differently. I don't know. in any case, this is...
Actually, Quinn
Yeah.
did quite a bit of research into vampires accidentally.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you cannot accidentally, like vampires cannot, like they have to turn someone on purpose.
Okay.
So, unless this works the way ghouls do, just putting vampire blood into somebody should not turn them into vampires.
Okay.
At least, but you don't know if it's been modified
But-
or what.
Right. Would I be able to make any connection to Rooster's emaciated state?
No, that
Not yet.
still doesn't
Okay.
add up.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
perfect. Just making sure.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever this is, it is unholy and wrong.
And you hear from Bones, "Shit, hide!"
So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, diving for cover,
like,
activating...
Behind the units is basically the
Yeah.
only place
Yeah,
you could
that's-
hide.
yep.
You two in camo suits have a lot more options.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have camo suit as
Oh,
well?
actually, I do have a camo suit.
So it's just Quinn, who's
Yeah.
a little fucked.
We just shove Quinn in the nearest
Yeah,
closet.
we send him down to like the pod that's dark.
Yep.
Right.
Like that one, because it's the last one on the road. There's nothing at the end of the room, right? So he runs, like sprints down there, slides to like hide behind and to the side of that pod. So he's total as far from the entrance as he can be.
Yep.
The three of you take more subtle hiding
Yeah.
spots, just behind like pods 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3,
Yeah, just
or
behind-
what?
yeah.
Is there an emergency switch anywhere in the room like that would sound an alarm?
It doesn't look like it. So the 6 pods are all right. So here's a zoom in of the room. Right, we have the pods like this. I don't know. I think I miscounted. So we have the pods. You all came in here. Quinn goes to hide down here,
Yeah.
and then there's a long table opposite the pods where there's all kinds of equipment set up, but it's not hooked up to like all the tubes and stuff coming
Right.
in and out of this. These like go up into the ceiling.
Right.
All right. But out here, there's a whole table full of like beakers and Bunsen burners, but none of it is connected to anything. It's like a little like gas operated Bunsen burner, and there's nothing networked in here.
Right.
Okay.
Even the pods are not giving off a wireless signal. Like Quinn, you had to physically go to this panel and read it with your eyeballs. And Bones is only seeing the room through your cams,
Right.
but as soon as you went in here, it's getting interference. Like she barely got the message through to say hide.
Right.
She's probably been talking a bunch.
Right.
You're all like,
yeah.
what? I get,
Sorry, you're breaking up.
What?
Going through tunnel.
Yeah.
I think I'll hide behind the one closest to the door. That way I can intercept and stand between them and the door if I need to.
Okay, so you're behind 1,
I'll hop behind 2.
2, and you're
3. Why
okay.
not?
The middle one. All right. Okay, so 2 people come in the full like hazmat virus suit, and they come over to the 3rd pod and hook up some equipment to it, and they're like there's a like a, let's see, who can see this? Probably you can see this because you can come around enough to like get enough of a view. You're too close. You should not come around the pod. You can if you want, but it's going to be extremely risky if you do. Roll sneaking plus agility plus 4. You only need 1 success. Like, it's ridiculous. You're going to succeed. You need to not botch it.
Plus 4. Okay. So all of these.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, I do that thing.
And not a glitch.
I know, I do it real well.
Okay, great. You sneak around, and you could see they have plugged in a tube like the size of that votive candle.
Yes.
This was like glass tube chunk into the front of it, and it is it would look like when they go to take your blood, but it's this huge thing, right? And it's like bloop 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 bloop. It's filling up slowly.
What
And
color?
there's-
I'm assuming red?
Red, yeah, very dark red. And you can silently share your
Yeah,
feed
I
if
will
you
do
want.
that thing.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's just 2 of them?
Yeah, there's 2 techs, or whatever they are, right? They're in these like full suit like hazmat. It's all like white and silver, you know, with the faceplate. Yeah. And I think that's a good place to game down for tonight.
Ah, you monster!
Oh my god!
Shit. Just debating what I was going to do.
I know. I could see it.
I was like,
So that's episode 14 of the Greenwood Collective. We have 2 more episodes.
oh wow.
And I think next week we're at 100%. I mean, in 2 weeks. But then the finale, we've confirmed everybody we should be at 5.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're closing in, and we're all very excited.
Woo.
I think that's. Let's see. Yeah, we don't. I'm looking for like PBTA end of session moves.
no.
We don't really have that.
Wrong system.
You know what we can do? We can do the stars and wishes that I kept forgetting to do all season.
Stars and wishes.
So, have you done stars and
I did,
wishes before?
yeah.
Okay. So does anybody? Let's do. We'll like start with somebody do stars, and then the last person will do wishes. Does anyone need a refresher on how that works? No. Okay. Just remember that wishes are directed at me or the game, not
Right.
each other. It's a friendly, safe thing to do, not Max a dick. Isn't the time to bring that up.
I fucking am. It's fine.
A wish is not going to help.
Yeah.
I wish Mac would stop riding.
So does anyone know? Does anyone want to start?
I have a star for Mac for her dealing with that dragon lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was beautiful. That role for Snark.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I also appreciated that.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
It's like, oh god, she's gonna kill us all. No!
Yeah,
was
that
beautiful.
was incredible
yeah, that was good.
for sure.
was fun.
Which way do you want to send it?
I'll send it to Jay.
All
Okay.
right. Stars for you both for your dealing with Mac chomping on a dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a great scene.
That was a nice little scene.
Yeah,
Well done.
I like that too.
Well, definitely a star for Jay because he got it a lady pregnant.
Oh yeah,
He got it on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He's gonna be a dad, not elf. It's gonna be interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Hope for an orc.
and I do want to clarify with listeners: you should always talk to your player beforehand,
Yes.
outside of game, which we did have a
did.
conversation
Yes,
about
we
that.
did.
That's not a thing to just surprise your player with in game.
Oh, no.
That's an off-screen conversation. Make
Yes.
sure you talk about that stuff ahead of time. That was green-lighted by Jay
Yes.
to have this level of problem.
Oh boy.
And do you want to start with wishes?
No.
You have to.
God damn it.
That's fine. We can
More-
come back to you too if you
More
want.
destructions.
Okay.
I wanna shoot more things.
More explosions.
Yeah.
All right.
Same. Ready for some fightings.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that same thing. Like, I wanna get a little daredevil on these halls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This long straight room is
Oh,
just
yeah.
a bunch of pods to bounce people off of. And,
right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
start
was.
waking
You
people
cut it
up.
off just as I was like, I think I'm gonna see if I can lift this pod over onto them.
Waking up a
I was gonna
vampire.
rip their I was gonna rip their suits.
Yeah. All right.
And they'd be like, "Tell me everything now."
Yep.
You might as well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was to say the yeah.
Violence.
Yes,
More violence. Okay.
Yeah.
More
Yes.
stabbing.
That can be arranged. We also have lots of good ways to get Echo back in the scene, so don't worry about that. Astral space can take you to some weird places. So,
Astral space can take you anywhere.
unfortunately. So that's it for tonight. Let's go around and say what else you're doing.
I am here every Monday, whether you like it or not. So when I am not here playing Shadowrun, I am doing Floodwater, Tales from the Flood. I always
Things
get
from the Flood.
Things from the Flood. There's Tales from the Loop
yeah.
and Things from the Flood, and I always get them backwards because I overthink it. You can also hear my voice on 12-Sided Stories, a highly produced podcast that is a lot of fun. We just wrapped up the first season of Unquiet Blood, which was a Vampire 5e game that I GM'd. And you can also check out the Demigods game that just started going. Somebody I know
I'll say more about it when
with
it's my
evil
turn.
dice was running.
It's very good.
So
I'm enjoying it very much. Speaking of Vampire, I am here every other Sunday playing Glittering Night, our Vampire 5e game, living my best Toreador life, and I'm loving every minute of it. Also, if you are in the Southern California area on the 21st of March, the Epoxy Boggards are doing a post-St. Patrick's Day show at Callahan's Pub in Irwindale, so you should check that out.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, super fun. And maybe have our new CD ready?
Yeah, hope so.
Which someone was a monster and actually wrote a song. I don't know why they let him do that, and it's on a CD. That's weird.
What?
Joey did that. It's Joey.
What?
Can't be.
nah.
But yeah, that's all I have going on. Yay!
I'm here also every Monday. Also in Things from the Floodwater, for all the good 90s feels and emotional wreckage that is
that's
that.
an accurate description. Emotional wreckage.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be fun to get geared up for next week.
Yep.
Otherwise you can find me on the Twitters at Jay Holtham, doing Twitterish things.
Great. And I'm Jason. I'm also here every Monday for Shadowrun. I have to. And for Things from the Flood, because I want to. I'm also in our Wednesday game, Eidolon Academy, GM'd by Kimmy, where we're playing Masks. It's pretty sweet teenage superhero action. Just found out my character's not 100% human.
What?
Yep. I have a brand.
How many robot boys can you
I'm not a
play?
robot boy this time.
Whoa.
No. Although he has a robot buddy.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit extraterrestrial.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
He's a little bit extra.
Yeah. I mean, more than a little. I know what I am. Also, I just heralded a game of Demigods for 12-sided stories that's coming out weekly now. We've had Session 0 and Episode 1 on that podcast stream, so be sure to check that out. It's got all the sound effects and all that fun shit in there. And also producing Demigods as an actual book. For real, it's not a vapor product. It is coming, I promise. Finishing up the editing on that, and then layout, and then figuring out where to print it, because we're probably not going to print it where we were gonna, based on current events. So, we shall see. But there's actually a bunch of cool options. Don't worry about it. I got you. Am I forgetting anything?
I forgot something.
Okay.
So just to throw it out there, I have a Teespring store now where I'm
Oh,
selling my own artwork on apparel and other merchandise stuff that's on there. So you can go to Teespring and look up Strange Like That. In fact, I'm wearing one of my shirts right now, which I don't know if I can show it off or not.
Yeah.
It says Professional Spooky Bitch.
Yeah.
So
If you get paid for it, you're professional.
Yep.
Yeah.
and I do my day job.
Exactly.
So back to drawing. So go check it out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff on there. Last thing I should say, anything you want to know about what I'm doing, you can find me on Twitter at It's Probably Okay, just the letters OK, and that's where I put out most of my updates. So thanks everyone for joining us. Episode 14 of the Greenwood Collective. You can find all Shadowrun episodes and, in fact, everything we've ever done at Happy Jacks at happyjacks.org/shows. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.